What's happening, everybody? Am I working? Am I here? How's it going? Oh, we got lots of people in the chat tonight. I see I had a little swing-by visit from that being said earlier to laugh at my inability to do this correctly. Oh no, why am I echoing? How's it going? Oh, we got lots of people in the chat tonight. I see. Oh boy, have I been echoing this whole time, you assholes? Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh, it's because I had the stupid window up. Has that, man, that incredible music, and it was echoing the entire time. Oh, I'll get it right one of these days. One of these days. I thought I meant to shut that down. Oh well, professional style stream. Prayer hands in the chat. Anyway, Trunks, welcome. Ziggy, Dayglow, Rogeezy, Detractor Beam. What's happening, everybody? Did I miss Ziggy? No, I got Ziggy. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed here myself on this channel. It's been a fucking nightmarish couple of months, to be completely honest. Shit's been wild around the house. Shit's been wild with work. But you know, I think my biggest problem is most of the time I've just been tired. By the time it comes time I'm actually free to stream, I am just incredibly tired. And so that didn't happen tonight. I got plenty of good sleep last night. I'm now also jacked up on some pre-workout because that's how I roll. I take a second dose towards the end of the day just to get through the rest of my day. Why is my chat fucking up again? Oh, I swear, guys, I can't get this shit working. Why is my chat fucking up? I can't see you guys. Well, hey, Elaine. Long time no see. Good to see you. I always appreciate it, even if it's a stop by. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is the deal with my chat, and that's actually why. That's why I had the stream up in the first place. I don't know what the deal is with my chat, or why I have this issue every single time that I stream, where it's kind of a crapshoot whether or not the chat is actually going to play in the stream. It's very odd. I mean, I know it's super important for all of you to see your chat directly on the screen, because otherwise, why are we doing all this? Yeah, it does this weird thing where it will work for a little bit and then it will go away, and I don't know why that is, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to fuck with it tonight because it's just going to frustrate me. So I'm going to continue to be the low rent, low quality streamer that I've always been. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep being bad. I actually like to think of it not so much as bad as the absence of good. I would refer to myself as the absence of good. So the other downside to when I actually have time to do this is that Piggy Snortcast is never really up. So most days I sort of have a chance to maybe watch some Bingo with Jad, or maybe just check out little bits of the Level 1 podcast here and there. But it's been a long time since I've ever been able to sit through the whole thing. So I thought it might be fun to kind of turn it on and let it roll while we do some work. Because I've also had some commissions, for lack of a better term, coming in lately. A lot of people have been hitting me up for work. I've been doing a lot of fun stuff. Some I've shared on Twitter. Some I have not been able to share because it's secret for secret people. But I've got something that I am working on for a very special detractor that we all know and love. I'm not going to tell you who, not just yet. But if you figure it out, be sure to scream it out so that all the cinema can hear you. But we're going to doodle. I'm actually just going to use Dark Dave. Big ups, praise be to Dark Dave. And we're gonna listen to the guy and listen to some of the stupid shit that he said today. Like I said, I've heard some of this. I haven't heard some of it, but I really, at the end of the day, just wanted an excuse to hang out with all you guys. Again, it's been a minute. So I hope you enjoy the Power Glove in the background. I hope you enjoyed, actually, at the beginning, the opening of the stream, the part that I fucking butchered. Hopefully I'll get it right next time. But I highly recommend, I found this guy at the gym a couple weeks ago, Lukash, Lukash, an absolutely fucking amazing musician. Just found him at random on Spotify. Got recommended from another playlist. His shit is amazing, and it is it's completely royalty free. He has a disclaimer on his website saying that essentially you can use his work on any sort of streams or videos or anything without worry of copyright strikes. So check his shit out. I can boost my voice a little bit higher, I'm sure. Oh, can I? Maybe I just need to bring the music down a little bit. Let's see. I've got my voice boosted as high as it's gonna go, so let's fucks with the music a little bit. Maybe that's part of the problem. Right now I've got some River City Girls 2 soundtrack rolling in the background. If you haven't played River City Girls 2 and you like beat-em-ups, what are you doing with your life? Because it's an absolute fucking banger. And actually, you know what? Speaking of bangers, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something before we move on. I actually want to. I'm gonna play Fantastic Mr. Sam's new Fantastic Mr. Sam's song that he played on his or he played on That Being Said the other day. So this direct capture, I'm sure a number of you were there. I don't know how you could not have heard direct capture yet, but it is my new favorite thing. I'm already very, very, very obsessed with it. I don't see how, frankly, a guy as quiet as Sam and reserved as Sam knocked out something like this on his own. It's the just hidden talent on top of hidden talent. But we're gonna run this thing down first before we do anything else tonight, because this song is absolutely incredible. The video that goes with it is great. And I just want to share some Sam love. I'm going to share some Sam love before we get started. No. Unmute. God damn it. Indrid. Help me figure this shit out. Snood, whichever one of you is running the channel right now.
Justice, because back then I was pointing a camera at my television, which was terrible. I had just adopted direct capture.
2008 and my content's fine. The way I do things is strange but uniquely mine. I point a handycam at my TV, record the footage and upload to DSP.
Space gaming.
Here's another thing they say that I can do. There's other streamers have a way to improve the view. Drops of comments meaningful but don't be late. So 5 years later it was time to innovate. The frames are silky smooth, 1080p. Anything less is a hat trick. Neck another gin, DoorDash at the door. Now I'm tripping over cables strewn around my office floor. The colors pop, I can't believe the inky blacks. I'm so impressed, I think you fixed my fucked up back. The chatter mesmerizes, so in rapture. I got a little box that gives me direct capture. Direct capture. Direct capture. My USB card's working out to give me direct capture.
So fucking good. So good. And yeah, to your point, Visible Dimwit, actually about Sam's perfectionism. One, it shows in the work that he did. Two, it shows just in all the things that he said about it after the fact. But actually, I noticed this tonight as I was, because I still haven't made it through yesterday's episode. I'm watching it in bits and pieces. But I noticed this earlier tonight as I was watching. I think I'd gone back actually to check out the Oasis parody again. Actually, more of an Oasis homage, but I'm trying to remember what it was called. But if you watch Sam's face, go back and watch that portion, just the Oasis parody. And maybe I missed this throughout the entire episode because I was at the gym lifting for most of it. But I'm actually visually watching it, and you can tell Sam has an intimate knowledge of the song that is being parodied, and you can tell that he is judging the fuck out of it as he's listening to it. It almost made me anxious, and I didn't even make the song. I'm sitting there watching it thinking, like, Sam is analyzing the shit out of this, and on top of that, we just learned that he is like this secret Uber musician. So yeah, it was a fun time. But that, I was so happy to see that he threw that up on his YouTube. I'm fucking super obsessed with that song now. I've played it way too many times already. But anyway, let's get back to the main event. Let's get back to what we came here for. I'm going to fire this thing up. We're going to listen to the piggy talk, and I am going to do some doodling, get some work done while we hang out. So again, thanks everybody for being here, and let's get it running. Hopefully this is loud enough.
Dark sea.
Or maybe you'll be happy that it's not.
Is that how you say
I
it?
still want to take this dude to court. His intro is my name.
Hi, my name is. What? My name is.
He's pronouncing it wrong too.
Dark sea devil.
That's not how you say it.
What? My name is. Who? My name is.
Dark sea. Devil.
Daphiel. All right. So let's listen to the guy and get started doodling. I should make this a little bit smaller. And of
Good
course,
morning,
as usual, I'm
everyone,
going to talk to
and
myself
welcome to the Level 1
while we
podcast.
do this.
How you doing? We're all busy. We're very busy
We're
around
all
here.
busy.
Having
All of
fun
us.
down here on Level 1. That I completely botched
Everyone
that
in
launch
Seattle's
of the
busy,
show. How's
including
everyone
Piggy.
today? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to a fun new week of gameplay streaming as well as other special events here on DSP Gaming. What a week we have in store. In fact, I will go as far to say, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this will be one of the biggest weeks that DSP Gaming has ever seen. Well, considering that over a decade ago this channel used to see millions and millions of views, I don't think that's true. But the point I'm making is there's a lot of fun
I
stuff
don't
going on
understand
this
why
week,
he
some
goes
special
out of his
stuff.
way
So
to
interesting.
just to point out.
Interesting.
Like, I understand
Continuing,
self-deprecating
please. Excuse
humor, but he goes out of his
For the
way to
indigestion.
point out how far
So
he's
these are
fallen as
interesting
often as
continuing
humanly
playthroughs.
possible, and it's wild to me.
Not one, but two
Like, it hits a
special
point where
events
when
this
you
weekend
fall in
going
that
on.
hard, stop.
I'm very excited for what is coming this week. And I hope that you guys are excited as well. All right. So, all that being said, hello. Today is Thursday, the 9th of February, 2023. Of course, I'm DSP.
All right, you're right, alive and well. I should watch it. I shouldn't be making jokes about the LOL suits, but
yesterday was
still.
my day off from streaming.
I mean, I stole. Everybody knows I stole my name from that.
My usual schedule is 6 straight days
From that
of
Andy
content
Dick cameo.
for
Anyway.
you. And this week is no exception, except that there will be one day where I'm only doing one stream rather than two, for a very good reason.
I do know
as
for a
I'll
fact that he
explain,
starts off
during
with the
the show
Twitter
as I go
shit,
over
so
the
let's just
schedule.
get there.
We got a special event
Who
coming up
knows?
this Saturday. It is my Super
Who
Bowl
knows how much bullshit
Saturday
he talked
bash,
or how
the
much
day
bullshit
before
he
the Super
did
Bowl.
before then.
We'll be doing a lot of fun sports-related things, which I literally have never done on this channel before. So actually doing sports-related content is kind of interesting and fun. And
Phil,
I'm
you've
excited
never
to
done a
jump into that.
sports-related thing in your life. Not that I have either. I
Definitely
guess
excited.
I did, but fuck that.
Definitely
I'm not a sports
excited. Are you guys excited?
guy. But I'm also
I
not
know
pretending
I
to be a
am.
sports
All
guy.
right. So what's going on?
I
I'll
want
tell
to
you
watch
what's
some
going on.
faggot.
Tell you everything that's
It's
going on.
some
Ready?
homo.
So-
Oh, and it is
Yesterday
really
was
nice
my
to be
day
running
off,
some Dark
and,
Dave again. Love for Dark
Some interesting
Dave
stuff happened, I would say.
because
Not
you get
particularly
those little
crazy,
extra bits of flavor
but definitely
to make
some
this
fun
more
stuff that I wanna
entertaining, so
talk
I don't
about
have to
in
sit
regards
here
to this week
and
coming up.
watch the raw.
And outside of that, we're playing a really fun playthrough right now in Hogwarts Legacy. Having played it all day Tuesday, I'm blown away by how good the game is. I'm actually very pumped to jump back into it today as the main gameplay stream. And
Yeah, I get the
was so
idea.
well received
Dayglow of
and went
the
so
again,
well on
he's
Tuesday, I
operating in
decided
the
that
laws
every
of
single
normal
day this week that I'm
self-deprecating
streaming
humor,
gameplay,
but the problem is
Hogwarts
he's
Legacy
not
will be the main
normal
game
in any way.
that I'm streaming.
It
That
hits
was
a
a
point
rearrangement
where
of the
you
schedule.
can't use
In fact, this week
self-deprecating
we're
humor
actually
anymore because
putting
all
some
you're
stuff
doing
on
is
hiatus.
pointing out
For
the
example,
obvious.
There's no Oblivion streams this week, and I know some people might be upset about that because they've been really enjoying the Oblivion gameplay. You know, me as well. But Oblivion is that viewer's choice playthrough that literally will be going on for months and months, and there's absolutely no reason to rush through it. Nor should it really be taking
Dark Dave
priority
went
over
nuts
new
with the
releases. And
soundboard
right now,
today,
I'm
huh?
juggling multiple
We're
new
already in it.
releases, and
We're
I feel like
deep
the
in
best
it.
way to go about this is to focus on those rather than having, chill streams of Oblivion in between. Oblivion.
You
will
think it's a
absolutely
React channel,
return
Trunks?
once we start wrapping up some of these
I feel like
playthroughs,
most of the time when
which
we
we'll
think we've
probably
got a
do
beat
this
on
week,
something,
okay?
most of the
So,
time
that's great.
we're applying so much logic to the
other
situation
stuff
that it ends
coming
up being
we'll talk
something
about it.
far
In
more
fact, should we
stupid
just
than
try to think of
than
what
what
order
we
should
think.
tackle things?
That's sort of the reason why I'm not leaning towards it
How
being
about
a
this?
React channel,
How about
because I think it's going to be
let
something
us,
even fucking dumber.
talk about my day off yesterday, get this out of the way, and that way we can get to the schedule, all right? And then we can talk a little bit of game news, and then see how much time we have left. Fair enough? All right, so first of all...
Yeah,
something
actually, I was going to
happened
go, Lucci.
before my
I
day
wanted to check
off
some of that out,
that you may not
actually.
be
At
aware
one
of.
point, I thought
I
about just
received
watching a
one
few
of the
clips before we get
special
started, but I
prop
know
things
most
I'm
of it's
gonna
just going to be
use
this
for
stuff.
Saturday special
But I
event.
saw a little something about Hogwarts getting low support, and man, just this morning,
Is
just
this
this
guy.
morning, it was the greatest
Okay.
thing ever.
The beer helmet.
What
And it arrived basically right before my second stream the other night. So here it is. The thing is, you can hear some assembly required. This thing has a bunch of screws and washers and things
Are
you
you
need
a
to put it together with.
retard? I have to
Yeah.
ask.
God,
can't
I
just,
might
like,
have to
take it out
switch
and
over
put
to
it on
Raw.
and show you what it looks like. It's
I
not
love you,
together.
Dark Dave, but this
So
is
we have time.
there's a lot of
today
sound.
or
There's a lot of
tomorrow.
sounds
I don't
in
know,
this.
honestly, we're gonna have time today because usually on my day back from my day off, we have a lot. To
That's
talk
the
about.
problem,
Either
Dayglow, is
today or
like
tomorrow,
every
we're
time
gonna
I
put this
try to
together
think
live,
of the dumbest thing
see
I
how
could
it
imagine
works,
for him to do,
see if it's any good.
I give up because
Alright?
it's just
So there you go. That's
so
coming up. That will be used
he's so
on Saturday
special.
during the
He's so
Super Bowl
special
Saturday bash
that it's just
event that I
really
do.
hard to predict. And it's not
Yeah.
like we've never been right as a you
So
know.
let's talk about my day off
we,
yesterday,
we as
alright?
if
So
we're all
first of all,
thinking the same thing at all times. No, like the community has guessed stuff
in the
before,
morning,
like with
my
Jasper,
wife is getting ready
but
for
I
the
feel
day,
like especially lately,
I'm
more
just
often
on
than
the
not,
internet
we
doing
think
my
we got a
random
beat
stuff.
on something. It's just
Having to see a few random
it's
tweets here
it's
and there.
always
I
even
saw a tweet
worse
from
than what we
Netflix.
think it's going to
Netflix
be.
is like,
So.
Oh, there's some confusion around.
Like the
around
what was
some
it?
announcements
I really thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna post the incident.
Ding dong die. Oh, ding dong.
Thank you, Ding Dong Die.
Ding
I thought
dong
he was gonna
die,
post
oh.
the incident when he was hyping up that short as like the greatest moment in the history of his channel. I thought he had just finally, he was finally gonna take advantage of that, and instead it was just something completely ridiculous from a stupid playthrough nobody even remembers.
Basically, what's
Fucking
going on with
insane.
Netflix for those who don't know. Netflix is losing a lot of money.
I did see a little clip of that Dead School of him putting together the helmet. I'm interested to. Am I interested to watch that in depth? I might be interested to watch that in depth. Maybe I don't think we're gonna get to the end of this with the time I have today, so maybe we'll fast forward to the end later. I'll just get annoyed. JDX, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Console, everyone wanted one. within 3 or 4 years of the thing being out.
Yeah,
half the games
maybe
coming
made
out
a
from
Rambo with
Jump.
Rambo.
I
With
trash
Rambo,
it.
wouldn't that be
And
something?
that's the equivalent of
Wouldn't that?
Netflix,
Can you
where they put out
imagine
so much
Rambo
content,
going
that's
fucking
original
full
content that most of
cuck
no
and
one
just
cares
coming
about
back to
watching.
this?
So there's this big
Like
bloated
willingly
service.
coming back to this?
For a while,
I
they went
can't. The guy
dominant
seemed to have way
in
too
the
much
industry.
self-respect for
What
that.
ended up happening was competition. Now you've got HBO Max, Disney Plus.
Oh, we're on to the
Paramount+.
Netflix
I can
thing.
go on
Shut
probably
up.
for about an
Shut
hour
up, Darcy.
Telling you the names of all the competition.
I wanna hear
and
this,
everyone has left
'cause I didn't
Netflix
really
and
get to
gone
hear
to
the
these
whole
other
thing.
places. So now Netflix is desperate because, oops, we didn't stay in line with the times. We didn't stay with the business model that was going to make us profitable. Instead, we just threw money at the wall and financed a bunch of series no one cares about, and now we're screwed. So what are they doing? They're cracking down on password sharing. In fact, they made an announcement a few weeks ago saying that they were going to crack down on all of it, and no one was going to be able to password share at all. You were going to have to log in at a certain IP, meaning the web address, and prove that you lived there, and that's where you were actually going to use Netflix from once a month. And if you didn't, you would lose your Netflix subscription.
I'm gonna
Okay?
have to tell
So
my old
basically,
man to lay off
everyone
my
has
Netflix subscription.
Has gotten used to password sharing, and Netflix is not liking that because they feel like, oh, we're losing out on
Yeah, I
tons of
know,
money
Dayglow, but a boy can
because-
dream, right?
So now they decide they're going to crack down on it.
It's none of anyone's business.
All right. But the thing is, people are so used to having
Yeah,
it,
his
it's like, well, wait a
face,
minute.
his face
You're
is
taking away
evolving
something
at
we've always
a
had, and you're doing
rapid
absolutely
pace.
nothing new.
Like
It's one thing if you're gonna take something away, then
amazes
add
me
something else as
when
a
you look like.
positive
I
to
feel like just a year ago
replace it. You
he
can't just say,
he
"We
wasn't
always gave
as
you something, now we
saggy.
decided to never give it to you ever
Yeah,
again."
like
Oh,
the
well,
shape
deal with it.
wasn't. I
Because
don't know.
what
Maybe
happens when that
maybe
happens?
everything's just pronounced because of the
People
new
turn off.
lighting.
They say,
I mean,
"We
I
don't
know
want that."
the meme is the
What's
snort
happened
sacks,
is
but
people
maybe
had a big
everything's been
backlash
enhanced by
against
that
Netflix,
because.
so we're gonna cancel our subscription.
I feel like
So then
he's
Netflix made
like
a-
as a person
we
who's
didn't mean that that was gonna
constantly
be
analyzing
worldwide.
his
We
face, and I
did
know
the
this
best
probably
marketing
sounds
for this
stupid
new
because I'm drawing a
anti-password
pig
sharing
version of him that I
countries.
came up with,
So yesterday
but
they
I
put
try
out
to
this
look
thing
at
in
his
the
face
morning,
and
which
take
happened to
elements
be in
from
my
it.
feed,
And
which
by
is
the
weird
way,
because
I have
I
spent
don't
an inordinate
really
amount of
follow
time
Netflix. I
trying
don't
to
care.
figure
I
out the
had it
appropriate
here
way
but
to
for some reason it was in my
to
Twitter
work the
feed.
snort sacks into my drawing,
And so
and
they
I
make
haven't
this
done it yet.
stupid post that basically
But I feel like
spins
his face
the
is
fact
just
that they're
evolving
doing
at a
this
super
new
rapid pace these days, or
anti-password
devolving
sharing
is
practice
probably the more
for only
appropriate way to
certain
put that.
territories saying, oh, this is I read a few more
Dark
tweets or
Dave's
whatever, then I
fault.
got busy.
Yeah,
with my
thank
day.
you. Yes,
All
alive
right?
and well,
I went out and,
100%.
did, like, the grocery
I don't
shopping,
give
errands, I had to get
any
stuff.
of his running crew a pass.
You know,
Like
I
I
went to
know
the
there are
liquor store.
people who
That was one of the
look
things that I had to do yesterday is I had to
positively
go to
on
the liquor
Rambo. There are
store
people who look
because I needed to
positively
get
on
some beer
Howard
for Saturday,
because
which I
you know
did. I got a
they were
six-pack of beer.
victimized
I'm
by
not gonna
Phil
reveal what it is
in a
till
way.
Saturday,
And
but I think it's gonna
we
be
all
something
we
that
all
hopefully I'll
know
enjoy.
that certain
Saturday
people love the
and
chaos
into that
realm, but
beer,
I give
held
none of
right
them a
there.
pass. None of them, because yeah, that's a
Did
perfect
other
way to put
various
it. They all know where the bodies are
and,
buried, and they did nothing about it.
You know, came home, unpacked all the groceries and all of that. You know, all the usual stuff that I do on my day off. You know,
Everybody seemed
And
perfectly
Kat,
happy with
doing
riding his
Hogwarts Legacy.
coattails as long as they were
She
getting something out of it.
basically saw me playing it, saw footage of it, bought it herself, and is now playing.
Oddly
it.
enough, that's the
Absolutely
exact
loves the game.
excuse I'm
So
going to
basically
use when the
yesterday
hammer
she
comes down on
played
all of
when I
us.
was
I'm just
running
going to say, look,
errands
I
and
just
things
wanted to
outside of the
ride
house.
everybody's
She stayed home
coattails
and
until
basically enjoyed the game, which was nice.
until we all got in trouble
She
for
enjoyed
being
the same
for
time,
being
same
dirty
time,
dirty
same time.
They
twos.
said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a
So,
black
you know, all
hole,
that
because it
going
always
on,
seems like
and
no
then I
matter how
came
much we
home,
contribute,
and
you're
we
always
ordered
still
dinner,
having
and
problems.
you
You're
ordered,
always still in debt, and nothing's getting better.
Hawaiian barbecue
I
again.
agree
think
with
we've
you.
now had Hawaiian barbecue 3 times in the last 2 months because it's so good. It's just so freaking good. And
I love how he
and
just
so this
nonchalantly
food shows
talks
up.
about all the times that
All
he
right.
is
And
he is ordered out
it
in the
shows
last
up.
month or whatever. He's just
And
like, that's
it's on our
insane.
doorstep and everything.
I am
Go get it.
feeding
But there's
a
also
family of
drink.
4 with a dog to
What is
boot
this drink?
that
We need to
refuses
order
to
a
eat
drink.
dog food. So
I
I
have
end
no
up
idea
having
what
to
this
feed
is.
the dog like
Eating
lean
with
meats and
the
stuff
food.
that
I
I
don't know
basically
why
I
he
prepare
would
with
do
our
what he
meals. I
ordered.
prepare the dog a bunch of lean
So you
meats, and
bring it in,
thankfully,
and it's
you know,
just-
she
the
eats
drink
that
looks like a
so that I'm
smoothie.
not having to feed her
And it's
garbage just to
like-
get her to eat.
How can I- it's
But
like
like
the
I
deepest,
don't order out that often.
reddish color, like maroon.
It's fucking
Like
insane.
dark
It's
maroon.
insane.
Okay? The only thing I can think is that this thing is a beet drink. Like, it looks like it's maybe...
A beet
Oh, just
drink?
shut up, this dude.
Watch it with that
Being a
fucking word.
moron.
All right?
I don't like
So
when
we
Phil
open it
talks
and we
about
smell it,
beet.
we're like,
I don't
oh,
like
it just smells
beating.
like
I don't
pure
like when he
vegetable.
talks about
You know what
hand
I'm saying?
cream.
Like, it's definitely not
all
like
the
a
weird
fruit
shit he's
smoothie or
been saying
anything.
lately about
Like, what
creaming
is
his
this? So we
hands.
look on the order.
Pretty sure I heard a
No,
little bit
this
of that
drink was
today.
not on our order. I look at the menu of the Hawaiian
It is the
barbecue
wildest
place.
thing ever, by the way. I mean, I'm
They
sure
don't
some of you
even
deal with this
sell
too,
this
listening
drink.
to this while you work, because like I live in fear. I live in fear that
now
one
we're
of these
kinda sitting
days
here
I'm gonna
scratching our
think that
heads
I have muted
Like,
one
where
of
did
his
this thing
videos
come
when I
from?
pick up a call at work,
I
and
have
I'm gonna
no
be sitting there
idea.
taking a work call or sitting in a meeting,
I
and all of a
literally
sudden
have no
we're gonna get
clue.
a like a
We're
fat
I don't know.
like fills up.
I mean,
Dropped
it
in the
wasn't
middle
on
of
the
a-
doorstep before the delivery. It
in
was
the middle
there
of a
after
meeting
the
or
food
something
got
like
delivered.
that. I live in morbid
So
fear of
obviously,
that.
The delivery driver left it.
But I forge
why?
ahead.
It's not even from where we ordered.
And I do it
You're
anyway.
the delivery driver. But it didn't even say that for us. So we're almost thinking this person might have been someone who does multiple jobs at once from multiple apps.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This is great.
So this was
Yeah, so
someone
so it's one of
else's
those
drink,
awesome
and they got
segments that I feel like we don't
confused,
talk about
someone
enough,
at
where
work.
Phil
They
invents
left the
entire
drink at our house.
scenarios.
And by the way, we did not
Whenever,
drink
when
it because
he,
of
and he
what
only
we
does
ordered,
this
and
with
it was
delivery
called
guys.
Bro.
Anyone notice that? He only does this with
Ugh.
delivery guys.
Poured it
He'll
out.
invent entire
Anyway,
scenarios
food
that
was good as
never
always. Hawaiian
happen.
barbecue stuff's always good.
It's just like the
After
first thing that
that,
pops into his head. Oh, that must be
yeah,
how
I
this
jumped
ended
on
up this way.
Amazon, because as you know, so far the Hogwarts Legacy playthrough is doing good. And I will say this: during the course of the day,
What do I do?
I was checking out my YouTube Studio app to see what you guys were thinking about the Hogwarts Legacy playthrough. And I guess you guys like it. The views are pretty good for one day of views. Feedback overall, people seem to be really enjoying it. A lot of comments on the videos. A lot of engagement with the videos. People seem to really, saying, "Hey, the playthrough is quite good so far."
Snort
I'm
Hogan,
happy.
by the
I'm
way,
happy
I
that
still
you
gotta
feel that
get.
way,
I
because
still,
really
I
like
still
the
gotta
game
send
so
some
far,
Snort
and I'm
Hogan
very much looking
appreciate
forward to
or
today and the rest of the week. Okay.
what do I want to say? Snort Hogan appreciation artwork out at some point. I've been kind of making
So,
my rounds on all my.
It was all good. Like I was having
all
a
my
great time. I hope
favorites.
you guys had a good day yesterday.
It's pretty much all of you.
And so we jump on Amazon.
I need to crank out some
All right,
some
I
Snort
wanna
Hogan
order something
appreciation posts here
special
pretty soon.
for the Hogwarts
Put
Legacy
that on my
playthrough, since
list.
so many people seem to be enjoying it. So we ordered a knit hat and a knit hat as well
knit
as
hat?
a scarf set. It was really cool.
Me.
Off of Amazon
Oh my
TV.
God! I know it's
Together.
I know it's been a minute
This is
since I have
the
listened to
house that I've been selecting.
since I have listened
Hogwarts Legacy.
to Dark
it's the same
Dave.
color, it's a
Like
nice
I hop
design,
in and
kinda
out.
looks like a school
I
kind of
I
design
forgot
you
how
wear at
often
school,
how
getting
often the
academy ones.
soundboard is abused.
And
Maybe
so we
it's
ordered
not
it.
the
only
right
one
word
came
for it, but
Friday.
it feels
So
like
I'm
it
not gonna
now.
have it for
This
today's
is like the
stream,
one
but
thing
likely
you
I probably
can't
won't
use
even
it
have
for.
tomorrow's stream.
But whatever.
It probably won't be here.
We doing it. We're
till,
already
like,
here.
mid till late Friday. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have 2 days where I don't have it. But the idea is, since it's a hat and scarf combo,
Oh yeah, Snort.
on the days
I'll
when I
get
play
you. I'll
Hogwarts
get you.
Legacy,
There's
if we hit,
I actually find a
you know,
surprising
the
amount
tips
of
go for the
enjoyment just
hat, I'll
making
put
like
on the Slytherin
I don't know,
hat.
for lack of a
And we
better
haven't
term,
hit the tier
fan
2
art,
tips go, or the
fan
tier 3
art
tips go
for
would be
all the
vest.
detractors that I like.
Instead of putting on a vest, I'll put on the Slytherin scarf.
I mean, I
Right?
think
Something
at this
different
point, it's
than the
no,
Hogwarts
it
Legacy
should be no
playthrough, like
secret
when
that
it
I
gets
just
to
adore so
all
many
right.
of you
You
because
guys seem to
I
like
spend
this
so
idea
much
today,
time
because you
kissing
guys
an
asked me to
unbelievable
do
amount of
this
ass.
during
That's
my
actually
live
one thing
stream,
I'm surprised I have not
Tuesday.
been called
So
out
we got
on.
the idea and we ordered the stuff, so
I often just wonder to myself, when are they finally going to call me out for being such an ass kisser, for just loving
to see it,
loving the other
and I'll show it
tractors
on
just
stream so you know what's in
way
there.
too much.
And thanks for the idea. You know,
Like the sheer amount of time that I just spend shilling on Twitter for everybody else, I feel like DSP would fucking hate me.
Should be showing up. It should be something fancy, right? For the special for the playthrough, which is nice to have.
Which
something
one's that,
themed for
Beam?
everybody,
Oh, is that
it's
you,
just
the
fun,
one with
right?
Snood sitting on your lap?
All right.
It was my
So
pleasure.
anyway,
That's kind of how it started out.
What are we doing?
Doing
So
the
we did all that.
the
Oh,
fancy
so
arty
after
stuff.
all
The
of
way it
that,
kind of started out
okay,
was
after
after the
all of
first
that,
time I was on TBS, just
basically,
honestly
kinda
just
the end of the day,
thanking the
I'm like,
boys.
okay,
Like
what do we want to do? I'm like, well,
it's
let's
what I'm
watch
good at.
watching someone play
it's the
Dead
only thing I
Space,
really do
remake.
well.
They're
So
nearing
I
the
was
end.
hanging
I
out
think it's
after
fun to watch all the way up to, like,
that
the
first
different
episode I was
planets,
on
they
there
got
with me and Kid
mining,
Flim, and I was like, what am I?
they
You know,
got
I should do
asteroid
something
shooting part,
nice to say
the
thank
boss
you to them
part.
for
What
because
do
I mean,
think right
come
now
on.
they're boarding the
They've had
Valor.
so many people
When
on
the
that
Valor
show
crashes
and
on
continue to have
Operation
so many
Board, you
people
gotta
on
board
that
the Valor.
show,
That's the
and
point.
I don't think
So
there's
we
any.
watched all that. and
There's
after
no.
watching that, you know,
I have no
it's like kinda the end of
delusions.
the day,
I
it was
understand
just
that I am
relaxing.
very,
I look over my
I
phone,
am
see what's
very
going on. So
low
there's so
on the
many
totem
people
pole
on Twitter,
of
and my entire
both
Twitter
entertainment
feed is
and probably
bombarded.
desired
I was
guests
like, what the
for
hell is this?
TBS. But they've been very cool,
What
very
happened? Some
accommodating,
controversy?
and
What
they,
did I- what
they
happened? What did they say
treat
about me now? Some
everyone
bullshit.
equally, depending on or regardless of your
I opened it
presence
up,
in the community
and it
or
says,
your presence on
"You
YouTube.
have,
They're
like-
just cool dudes who just
like
want to hang out
6,000
and
likes."
have
I
fun
was
with
like,
other cool
"What?"
people, and I appreciate that. Somebody
I
giving me the
looked at
time
it.
to come
The
on and
tweet
sort
that I
of
made to Netflix in the
bullshit
morning,
and have fun. That's I mean, to
somehow
me
my
that's
response went
worth spending a little bit of
semi-viral.
time to do a doodle and say
At this
thank you.
point, I think as of this
What
morning,
do
I
I
think it
do?
has like 6,000 likes, hundreds of retweets. It's almost ratioed.
Yeah, that's a good
Netflix's
point, Yuki. Did I
original
miss
tweet.
that? Did he drink the
I
fucking
just don't
veggie
understand
drink?
how this shit happens. I really
Was I
don't.
talking
People
over it?
lose
Did he
their
ever
shit on
mention whether or not he
Chase
rank it?
I scratched my head about it.
He should shut up a little bit and let him hang himself. I'm talking over him so much today.
Okay. I scratched my head about it because I really don't understand how things go viral on Twitter. Okay.
Anything to talk about this.
tweet
I just
now,
don't
which
understand you. I just want him to put his
so
put his
stupid
finger
little
in his
tweet. I didn't
mouth and
think
act
it was gonna,
coy. I just
do
don't
anything.
understand how things go viral on Twitter,
And I
dude.
click on it. As of this morning, 6,124 likes.
Imagine. Hang on. I'm actually going to stop this for a second. Imagine getting a middling tweet to catch on, an absolutely middling tweet to catch on Twitter. And I'll be kind and say that was middling. Imagine that, and then feeling like you have to follow it up with like a flex tweet about how you just don't know how things end up going viral, and then go on your stream the next day and spend a fucking half an hour talking about it. Imagine being that fucking weird and petty, because it's playing out right in front of your eyes. And look at that. Actually, look, that's a nice pause. Look at that. Getting a deep.
Netflix tweet.
No. Go back. We had a fucking deep face wipe there.
Click on it.
Which I never
As of this
really
morning,
noticed, because I think most of the time I
6,124
listen to
likes.
this, but like Peace and fucking Detractor Beam, you
original
guys have all got me paying attention to this. Like, look at that! Oh my god, that right there, that is the greasiest part of your face. And as a person who is greasy, you know, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm fucking greasy. I wish I wasn't, but it's just one of those things that I share with Phil. But you know, I try to mitigate it by not being a fucking scumbag and wiping my fingers all over myself and showering every day. I mean, I have a 7-year-old who asks me, Dad, why do you shower every day? And I say, it's because I'm greasy, and it's appropriate to do so when you're greasy. But look at this, like, he is wiping like notoriously the greasiest part of his face, and he's just gonna continue. He's just gonna continue to do what he does, and it's horrendous, absolutely horrendous.
Netflix tweet.
Anyway.
6,368 likes. So basically, I'm like 200 likes behind ratio in these.
Yeah, I
guys.
think
It's
that's
like,
the problem, honestly.
I didn't
As I
intend for that
don't.
at all. It was just an honest comment.
Most of the time, I'm not
that I made
watching.
in the
Most of the time,
morning
I'm listening.
Because I thought that they're being stupid.
So I
about
guess I
it.
never realized
listen,
how,
you're gonna make a
like,
business change.
truly
No one's gonna like it. You're
predominant it
taking
was.
away a feature you always had. I mean, hell, in the past, you used to tout it as part of your business model. Now you're losing money because of competition. You're not adapting quick enough to adjust. You know what this is reminding me of? Blockbuster Video. It's exactly what this is reminding me of. When Blockbuster
Dance on the
Video
Grave of Blockbuster,
first
big
started,
ups.
They had a business model. Then they had a lot of competition that came out, started to take away their business. And then all of a sudden the internet hit. And how did Blockbuster try to adjust? They tried to institute new fees, increased membership costs, basically do everything that the customers didn't like to try to make up for the lost money. It didn't work and they went out of business, right?
It went out of business.
So basically Netflix is the new Blockbuster. And so that's all the tweet was about. I don't know why it went viral at all. I literally have no idea why the tweet went viral, nor do I really care. It's not like, as I know from the many times
I want
I've
you to
had
know,
viral
Indra,
tweets,
that
last
you
night, the Oscars
obviously
viral
can't
tweet,
see it,
I had the
but
viral
I
tweets about guys who broke
visibly
Jared before.
scowled
They
when I
don't
read
do
has to
anything
clean
to
out
help
the
you on
sacks.
the
I
internet.
visibly
Viral,
scowled.
popularity,
That
tweeting and shit
that disgusted me
absolutely
to, like,
nothing.
the
It's a
thought of
flash in
what
the
that
pan
could
thing.
actually
People
be or
will
look
move
like disgusted me
right
to
on.
such a
No
level
one checks out your
that my
content.
face
No one checks out your
grimaced
channel.
and
Like literally
ugh.
right now, I would be shocked if anyone watching this podcast right now is here because of Twitter.
Maybe I'll
I'd be
draw a picture
very,
of it
very
because
shocked.
y'all ain't never seen
If
my
you
face.
are here because of Twitter,
Ever.
welcome. But you can't talk in the chat because we have a 24-hour sub-only mode. Why? Because I get a lot of annoying ass trolls.
Get a lot of
If I didn't
trolls,
have that on,
dude.
they would come in with tons of bot accounts and basically bombard my channel with toxic stuff.
I love it. I love that we would
So
be the
need
ones
to
that
stop
have
botting
bots.
these.
You can't fathom
Welcome
that there's
everyone who
just
may be
enough
new
of us
today.
to
I mean, there's
disrupt
probably
his
like two
shit
people, if that. I do appreciate
without
you checking
needing
out
bots,
content. If you like
because
it,
he
welcome.
needs bots
But,
for
you
things,
will
and
have to
obviously
sub
if he
your
needs
channel
bots for
24
things,
hours
obviously
in
we
the
would
chat.
need bots to
Okay.
accomplish anything.
So,
You know, one of the other things I
That
love
being
about
said,
doing stuff for the Detractor
it made no
Sphere is
sense
when
at
I
all.
woke
I
up
was
this
just like,
morning,
whatever.
I
So I
can't
thought it was
say
funny. I
my
mean,
first
people
thought
get
was
in
you're going to
comments and stuff
draw
about my
Darth
tweets and
Vader's
stuff.
cod
As
piece
the
today.
usual. No exaggeration.
Thought never once
Literally
crossed
the
my
same
mind, but
people
here
who've
we
been doing
are.
it for like
Look at
6
that. That's where
years. You know
Darth
that
Vader's
meme?
dick goes.
The
And,
guy's face. It's like the person.
and I am
who hates the
lovingly
most on the internet
sketching it in place.
Made a good point, and now you have to deal with it or something like that. You know, like people do this like every other fucking month for me. So this meme has been used about 50, 60, 70 times against me in the last few years. So then obviously, you know, if I have good points all the time, perhaps maybe it's you that's ignorant.
I
You know what I'm
guarantee
saying?
whatever meme he's
If you
talking about has
tend to
been
agree
used
with my
against him
points
way
all
more
the
times
time,
than
maybe I'm
just
not the
those
worst
few
person
times he
on the internet.
mentioned.
Maybe you're
But
just ignorant and you listen to the wrong people. Anyway,
That's
so
some
that was
fucking-
that. No big deal.
That's some fucking
All
meaty
right, that was
folk.
really my day off. Really nothing else to really speak of. We spent a lot of time with Jasper playing with him and stuff like that, and cleaning the house a little bit. Nothing too special. All right, so that's Phil's day off. All right, I'm excited that the Slytherin set of stuff is coming Friday. I hope it comes in time for the stream. I doubt it will.
All right, so I think we're about to get to the point in this
and,
drawing where it's going to be
Pretty
blatantly
chill day.
obvious
Not too
who
much going
the
on. Oh, but I got the beer. That was the
who
good news. I got
the
beer for
absolute
Saturday.
badass
So
that's
now we're set for
commissioning
Saturday
me
days.
is going to be.
Oh yeah, and I
but
also
we'll
bought
see
a
if
couple
you
snacks
we'll
for
see if
Saturdays.
you
Oh, I
eagle-eyed
do have an
followers
update,
in the
though. I'll
chat
talk
can
about that in a
figure it
moment.
out.
I have a negative update about Saturday. All right. Anyway, so that was my day off. Now I think we should transition right into the schedule, so we can talk about what I'm doing for the next few days. I have a
All
few
right,
good
no,
news stories to talk
no,
about, and we'll see how much time we
no,
have
no,
left.
no,
Also,
no.
other stuff to discuss on the show.
Oh god damn it! That's not what I wanted. We're not doing this. We're not doing schedule. I'm sorry. We're
All
not
right,
doing it.
is
Go,
boring puzzles
go,
we
go,
come
go, go.
with Hi-Fi Rush.
I don't know why I thought he was going to be through with it in 15
Super
seconds.
Bowl
That's stupid
Saturday.
little kid.
Get out of here. Go away.
Some classic sports video games on the Switch.
Skipping ahead. I'm done.
Nintendo. Oh, everyone wants a Nintendo Switch Plus, so let's instead release the Nintendo OLED, which is literally no.
Is he talking about the Direct? Is that what we're doing? I'll listen
It's
to him
like
talk about the Direct. I'm sure he has some
$70
terrible takes
at
on the
launch
Direct.
of the
Yeah.
Switch. By the way, the Pro Controller is faulty and the D-pad does not work properly. But everyone buys
Dude,
it
what?
anyway.
Wait, what was that
The
weird
controller
twitch?
is
Go back.
faulty
Go back. Go
and
back.
The D-pad does not work properly.
Look right there.
Everyone-
Do you see
by
it?
the
Right
way,
there. Hang
the
on.
Pro Controller is faulty
Right here.
and the D-pad does not work properly.
Look at his right eye.
By the way,
What the fuck
Pro
was that?
Controller is faulty and the D-pad does not work properly. But
Oh,
everyone buys it
he's got a
anyway,
weird little
and everyone
twitch.
just accepts the fact that the Pro Controller
He's got a weird little
doesn't
twitch.
work, and they keep buying it. I mean, I can keep going
Yes,
on and on
doo-doo flavor
about
toilet
the
water
many, many
dog.
times that Nintendo made
Admittedly,
mistakes
I
and
did
they were
not.
doing
I did
wrong,
not
and
ask
the customer base, instead of
Duty
pulling
Chan
them
if
out
I
like
could
they
work
should
on
have
this
and
on
force them
stream,
to
so
improve
hopefully
the
he's
chain.
not mad at me. But
Basically, rewarded them
this
with more money.
drawing is going to be a
So,
lot
what do you
more
think
than
Nintendo's
just
going to
this.
do
So I don't think
when you
I'm
literally
giving away the
show
goat
them
by working on it.
that a track history is, you will give them your money no matter what.
But yes, the
Like I'm not
legendary
even kidding.
doo-doo flavored
They could
toilet
charge
water.
$99.99 for Zelda, and it would still be one of the best-selling games of the year. People would still buy it. So
I don't know
never
if that's a
change.
wink. I really don't know
never,
if that's a
ever,
wink.
ever change a
That's
company
suspect. That
from
looked
their
like a
bad business
fucking
practices
twitch. That
unless
looked like
they
he did not mean to do that.
You had a problem with Zelda's pricing? Boycott the game.
Yeah, you know, alive and well. I don't
Pokemon
think he does.
boycott
I don't
the
think
game.
he knows a
You got
single
a
fucking.
problem with
I think
controllers
he
that are
genuinely
broken?
thinks there are a bunch of
Boycott
people
the
out there
console. Don't buy a
supporting him.
second one.
Actually, you know what?
But these
You know,
people
no,
are
we're gonna
idiots,
take a little
and
detour.
they have
We're gonna
money,
take a
so
little
they have to
detour.
blow it on-
And here's why: because you're talking about people who support him. I do believe that our very own Snort Hogan shared a little something earlier today. I don't remember the last time I ever actually saw the face of a proper dent that wasn't Derek. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna check this out. I saw this earlier today, and I kind of shit myself because I was watching for a little bit, and I thought to myself, at what point is this guy gonna prove that he is
Morgan Vosa
he is
here.
down with DSP? Oh my god, he's so fucking loud. But listen to this. This is a real thing. This guy talks about, like, look at that face, and this guy's about to talk to you about how DSP and DSP's recommendations are something that he buys into, that he feels is worth his consideration. Yeah, we got to check this out. So a lot of love for Snort Hogan. Thank you. This actually kind of made my day to finally see one of these weirdos that wasn't Derek in the flesh. I would love to see more of this. I don't know who this person is, but I would love to see more of this. Murdered X, what's up? Welcome. Goat Lucci, if I hadn't said so, welcome. Loving having you here. All right, here we go.
Wanted to talk about how. Oh, there's the tree. Wanted to talk about how life's going and everything. Haven't had breakfast yet. Just drank a little bit of coffee.
Talk about
It's
life
real
going,
nice
that's all.
outside right now.
Don't make it weird.
So life's going okay. I found out you can customize wands in Harry Potter, and I can't wait. I'm gonna have the best wand ever. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the Harry Potter game. I heard a little bit from DSP. DSP said that the Harry Potter game was good. and that he liked it and he enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Mostly I'm doing okay. Like, subscribe, comment, do you want, and peace out.
Now,
Morgan
he asked me to
Wilson
like and
here.
subscribe there at the
Yeah.
end.
Mostly I'm doing okay. Like, subscribe, comment, do you want, and
Like, subscribe, comment, and something else. I don't fucking know. If you know what, if you can tell me where this guy's YouTube channel is, I may go have a few positive interactions for him. But that's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It is kind of sad. Like, it's kind of sad. But, you know, it takes all types, I guess.
Shit. That Nintendo says, well, track record says these people are dumb. Just keep abusing them. So they do. I don't know what else to say.
Hey, now I'll tell you right now, I will be the last person to rip on somebody for their teeth, because my teeth look like somebody fucking smacked me in the face with a shovel and didn't stop until I used my safe word, which I forgot, so it took a really long
I'm
time.
going to be making much more money than that making a playthrough of this game. But for the common
I am gnarled up
you're
in
getting
the
nothing out of that $10.
in the dental
Understand
area,
that.
but
That is money lining
so I
your
got
pockets,
sympathy
you know
for
what I'm
that.
saying? So,
I'm not
so
missing
shut
any,
up this
but
dude. It's really up to you.
they're
make that
certainly not the way
decision.
they ought to be.
Well, a lot of people are up in arms about it, and I.
But what I will
completely
judge a
understand
person
why you would
for
be
is
when Nintendo has offered
treating
zero
DSP like he
added
has any
for an additional
credibility in
$10,
anything
and
whatsoever
It's
for
kind of
any
like
reason.
a disrespectful slap in your face. But Nintendo,
I
why
don't
would
realize
you
how
just
much
shut
Darth
up and
Vader
buy the
feels like a
game or don't play it?
dominatrix until
'Cause
you
that's
actually
because
start
we're
drawing
Nintendo,
his shit.
we're
That's
better than
stupid
you.
little kitty
That's
shit.
literally what their attitude. This cocky, greedy attitude. You know? There you go.
King Jad.
All right,
you
continuing
damn
on
right,
with,
buddy.
news stories.
Gugats. I wish I had fucking Howard's
Hogwarts
accent.
Legacy. Early
I have
access,
the
meaning people
lamest
who bought the
Midwest
deluxe edition
American
like me to play
accent, if
early,
you could even call it that. There's
has
just nothing, just flat
surpassed
nothing.
every single game on Steam except Cyberpunk 2077, meaning it is the second most ever played game on Steam. That's just Steam. That's not counting all other consoles, and it's just Steam, just PC. Second highest most played game ever. The only game that beat it was Cyberpunk so far. And keep in mind, the game's not out yet. Most people who didn't
Roach Bait, I actually got a lot of respect for that too. My old man had that done actually. Had the vast majority of his teeth pulled for dentures because he just came to the realization he was not going to take care of them, and so he just had them all pulled so he didn't have to deal with it. And I said, you know what, man, if you're brave enough to do that, fuck it. I actually got a lot of respect for somebody who's got the balls to have that done. Now, I'm not saying that's why you did that, but that's why he did that.
So you know that whole thing going on where Microsoft is trying to buy Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, I know that
So now
thing.
at this point, it's kind of up in the air, and people are wondering if it's going to happen because there is a UK regulator.
A lot of people are wondering, guys.
The CMA. They have concluded that this Activision Blizzard deal would harm gamers, resulting in higher prices, fewer choices, and less innovation. It says that maybe perhaps if Call of Duty was not fully owned by Microsoft, then that would solve the problem.
Big ups Call of Duty, by the way. Excellent shout out.
I really don't want to cover this.
I
in
did
detail
not know
because
that
I think this
Microsoft
whole
owned
system
him, though.
is
That's
so dumb. All
unfortunate.
this proves,
I thought at this point, all of you were free.
All
But
it's been proven, okay, is that the people who are in government, the people who are supposed to be regulators, who are supposed to be the most in the know about this stuff, don't understand any of it.
wait a second, a no
determine
denture adventure?
the
I gotta say, I've
rules
never heard that before,
for
but I love it.
gaming
I'm
and
gonna start
everything.
using it
Don't
immediately.
understand games at all. Anyone with common sense would say what they said makes no logical sense. They don't understand the market. They're stupid. But apparently, it's a regulatory body in the UK, and they're that
Well, I feel
dumb.
for you, Roach Bait.
And,
As somebody who's
it's
got
funny 'cause
absolutely jacked up
basically
teeth,
citizens
and
in the
the
UK are like,
the
yeah, this is
dentists have
wrong.
been
They
bitching
don't
at
know
me
what
for
they're
years to
talking
get
about. Like, there's no
braces.
facts to
I'm just
back up
like,
this
yeah,
thing they're
I feel
making.
you.
They just
I'm
don't
not gonna get
understand the
braces at
business,
fucking
but
40
they're
years
just
old.
that
It's
dumb.
not gonna
These are
happen.
the people who run the country.
It is what it is. I'm not at any health risk. That's the thing. I'm not at
Anyway,
any health risk. My risk is, or my issues are all
There
cosmetic,
you
and
have
I
it.
made
So
that.
what will
They've
happen
made
now
that
with
very clear to
Activision
me. So I'm not interested in
Blizzard,
getting shit fixed for cosmetic purposes. I don't need to spend all that money.
I
I already got a wife that likes me. She likes me quite a bit, and she saw through all that shit. So
for it to happen, I really don't know. I don't know where it goes from here. It just sucks that it seems like
I have heard
every place in
Gummer
the
before.
world
I have heard
seems to be
Gummer
under the
before.
impression this thing would be bad, but where's the factual basis for any of it? It's just wild speculation as opposed to like evidence. So This whole thing is funny because we've been talking about this
All I really
for
got from
years
this is
now.
he's complaining
They're not
about
any closer today than they
the
were a year
government
ago.
trying to
It's just-
stop a
these things will
monopoly from
probably be in limbo for the
happening.
next 4 years.
Which,
By
I
the time
mean,
it happens or doesn't happen, we won't even
I
care.
mean, I kind of believe in that. I kind
That's
of
the
believe
truth
it's a
of the
good
matter.
thing to not necessarily let, you know,
Okay,
one
guess
entity
what?
monopolize an
We
entire
have finished
business.
everything I
It's
wanted
kind
to
of
talk
shit.
about on the show. I tried to get through it fast, and I did. So what we'll do now, we'll do some shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
And then depending on time, if you guys want to see me build this helmet, I can try. Or we can do Q&A. It all depends on time.
Holy
Let's do
shit!
some
Are we
quick
already
shout-outs
there?
first. Our first
Are we
contributor
already
is
to the
Fasto.
suggesting Q&A point? We've been at like 10 minutes.
Just to pass the time, Q&A.
Holy shit! I didn't realize.
Some overtime Q&A.
All right, come on, ALT. I didn't realize ALT had permeated this show too. This fucking guy, I love ALT to death. He's got fucking seven songs on every episode of his own show. He's on everybody else's show, and now he's on fucking Dark Dave. Now he's, oh my god, are you? If you're in the chat right
our
now,
first
I
tip of
love
the
you, you
day.
motherfucker.
Let's see here. I didn't mention that Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are going to be on Nintendo Switch
Can't get away
Online.
from
Yeah,
him.
there's two reasons
Can't get
why.
away from him.
Number one, because it's the premium service that's so effing expensive, it's a complete ripoff. Nintendo Switch Online Premium is a huge ripoff. Isn't it like $20 extra or something like that? For a limited amount of games that, honestly, they're not like deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't spend $20 extra a month to play a small handful of games. So they're adding some...
Yeah, I jumped in actually, King Jed. I jumped back in towards the end of your stream today, and I caught the helmet building stuff. I really do want to get to that. I want to get to that before we're done. I want to fucking
Is it
sit
worth,
through
like,
that
an
and
extra
feel the pain.
$20? Like, no. You
I was
know?
kind of in and out, but it
Basically, if I have
looked
more
like
information
pure
about it, you guys are
fucking
interested to see me play
retarded
some of those games,
insanity.
Let me know, but it seems like a ripoff to me. It doesn't seem like something that I would want to do. Too expensive. Okay. Okay.
Should we
So
just
our
get
first
there?
video,
I feel
asshole,
like we
you're
just
gonna
get
be
there. What
treated
are we
like an
doing here?
asshole. You're gonna be shown the door.
You know what? You know what I want to do actually before we do this. Let's see if level 1 has actually gone up yet proper, because I would like to hear just a clean version of this. I love Dark Dave, but I would love to get a super clean version. God damn, it's still not up yet. Still not up yet. Fuck you. Oh, it is up. There we go. All right, let's get back to where we were. Where are we at on this fucking ridiculousness?
You to behave badly, you see. Tears of the Kingdom just looks like Breath of the Wild 1.5. First-party Nintendo titles hardly ever go on sale.
Did I
That is
nail
also
it?
Correct. I firmly believe more and more people will just watch playthroughs online and save themselves hundreds of dollars. Hey, if that is your
All right, fuck it.
prerogative,
We'll start here.
come on by DSP Gaming. I absolutely will be playing Tears of the Wild, or Tears of the Fallen, or Tears of Your
Or
Ass.
tears
whatever it's
of
called.
your
I'm
ass. Scat humor. Love it. Love it.
Okay. I received a $10 tip. Let's see here. Okay. Thank you very much for the $10 tipper. I appreciate what it's an anonymous tip.
Of course
They're
it
giving
is.
me just basically some heads up on something, and that's it. I'm not even going to say it, because if I do, sadly, I don't think it would really help anything. Let's put it that way.
He just heard about the King of the Ring. That's what it is. That's what it is. They told him about the King of the Ring. Now he knows.
That's why
He's
I'm
going to
not
go
gonna
listen
do
to
that
it and cry. Dropped him $10 to tell him to
let's do
warn
it.
him
Go ahead
about
and do a,
about his
$10
oncoming tears.
animation for you. Thank you so very much for that contribution. Okay. Another tip has come in. The Great Piggly Wiggly did another $1 tip. He says, personally, I don't even think you're a lol cow. I think the three of you can take the title back and turn it into something positive. The three of you
Oh, is this what I saw a clip of this? Oh, is he about to lose his shit? Yes, perfect. All right, shut up, Darksy. Shut up,
Yeah,
shut
you
up, shut up.
understand that's why I'm never going to do it like that. I said, would I be against having a show?
Oh, Millennium
where I
Eye, how
team
much
up
time do you have?
with
Holy
Boogie
shit.
and Wings
All right,
and
I'm going to
Ghost
pause
and
this for a
Buster?
second. I am going to pause this because, you know, this happens every now and again in a stream. Someone who is new to the Vortex and welcome. Oddly enough, this is probably the most fun and welcoming community I've ever been a part of. But when somebody comes in and has to ask the difficult question of what's sort of the worst Phil's ever done, holy shit, what the fuck hasn't he done? I mean, I think jacking off on stream is pretty much the thing that he's known for. And I'm not going to go back through his entire, backlog here. There are actually a lot of streams there to help you out with that. I would actually check out Meerkat Mob. He's done a whole lot of digging in the past. I know that Indrid and Snood over on Detractor Beam are slowly making their way through a lot of really good stuff from the past. But I wanted to pull the train over here. Pull the train over? Yeah, whatever, fuck it. Because I've had this idea that I've been tinkering with for a while, and I have to get my missus to a point where she can actually sit on a stream with me. Because if you've been around hanging out listening to my bullshit, my missus has not been well for a while now. Had some medical problems. It's neither here nor there, but it's why she can't really get on streams. And I've always struggled with the idea of how you actually introduce properly a new person to the Vortex, how you really take the time to sort of educate somebody about the ins and outs of this scumbag. And one of the ways I thought would be really fun to do it would be to do it live with somebody who's kind of uninitiated. And as I put it the last time I talked about this, literally just drowning my wife in the Vortex, just dunking her in head first and holding her there till she got everything. I thought that'd be something really entertaining, and I'm looking forward to doing that in the future. And she's I don't want to say interested, maybe willing is a better word. So I'm trying to find a way to kind of provide that to somebody. I even actually cut the audio for a video that was all about sort of the ways I would recommend trying to get somebody new into DSP, but then, to be frank with you, I realize I've never successfully done it, and so putting out that video would be kind of stupid because I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily I've necessarily been successful in that venture in the past. So that's why I thought that's kind of where I came up with the idea to sort of expose my wife to it in that way. So I would love to give you some more information, but what I can do is point you in the direction of a lot of people who can give you hours of entertainment while you learn. Well, Millennium I am definitely of the opinion that there is always room for more of us, so make your commentary video, send it to me, hit me up on Twitter. I will be the first one to watch it and drop you a like and a comment, because this place was already really saturated when I got here, and instead of people pushing me out, people have opened me or welcomed me with open arms. Opened me. Ooh, that's sexy. They have welcomed me with open arms and kind of helped me find my place in the community. So I'd love to do that for you too. Make it. I'm interested. Yeah, the research is tedious. That's why you got to make it fun. That's why you got to make it fun and watch the right people.
That would be quite an interesting show, quite frankly. But it would not be the Lolcow cast, nor would it involve Keemstar whatsoever. It would be us doing it by ourselves, for ourselves. I'm not going to involve myself with that scumbag. Fuck no. I want nothing to do with that fucking pox on the internet and pox on YouTube. He's one of the reasons why YouTube is degraded to the point it is, where everyone has to do this drama content, because he's the one who made it virally popular in his immoral, shitty-ass ways. I want nothing to do with him. So,
wow.
We'll see what happens eventually. But no, that's not what the announcement is on Sunday, okay?
We'll see what happens eventually. So you're planning on it.
Well, that's it. So
I love that he wants to do.
Would you guys like
he
to do
wants to
20
do the
or so
Lolcow
minutes
podcast
of
without
Q&A?
calling it a Lolcow
Oh, wait,
podcast,
I missed
and
the
without
part
any of the money that he
Corporate
could have gotten by
Spaghetti.
doing it. How
Corporate
fucking
Spaghetti did
stupid!
Super chat and says, do you think they'll do a DLC for Hogwarts? I don't know. It depends. Depends on how well it actually sold. It depends on, a lot of factors. There is some content in there that's oddly missing, like no Quidditch. That's just so odd. Quidditch is such a quintessential part of the Harry Potter / Hogwarts lore. It's always been a part of the school, and there's no Quidditch.
This
That's
guy
so
who's
weird
never
to
read
me.
the books,
Maybe they would eventually
not
do
that I
it. Don't
have,
know.
but it also claims that he's only seen, or what's he seen all the movies once. Just Quidditch is super
Okay.
important, bro. I'm gonna die
Alright,
on
so
that
anyway,
hill.
Since we have about 20 minutes left, roughly, would you like to do some Q&A, or would you like to see me attempt to build this thing? Or do you think 20 minutes isn't enough? Because there's like a bunch of screws to do, so maybe it's not enough time. I don't know. I did not look up any videos on the Bell puzzle. How's it going, Derek? How you doing?
There's our
See ya.
boy. There's our boy. I was wondering when we were gonna hear about the bestest boy, Derek.
Cat is in Ravenclaw. Cat was selected for the Ravenclaw school.
Selected. I love that. That is such a subtle little stupid thing. Duty,
Duty,
welcome, welcome.
How
I'm
would I-
doing
that's
something
what I'm
for you,
doing. Metroid
Duty.
Prime Remastered right now. When would I do that?
I hope that's okay. I'm doing it here on stream because I.
When would that
or
time
at least
be?
I'm
And
getting
I'll
it
do that.
started. Going to be a lot of work goes into this, but
Sadly, this is the problem with being a variety content.
I
creator.
love the
It tackles
prestige
a
that he
lot of
puts
stuff
on
you guys
everything.
tell me
He
to do.
didn't just get
Because I have to
sorted
actually
into
do games,
Slytherin.
finish
He was
them,
selected
and then the time it
in
takes
this
to finish
game.
them,
He was
something else comes out. What are you gonna do
selected
the
for
next one? Well,
Slytherin,
I'm in the
motherfucker.
middle of three, 4 games. I can't just drop everything now and play Metroid Prime. I'm in the middle of all these other games, you know.
You can't just drop everything and play a hype game that people want you to play. You can't do that.
What do you guys want? Do you want Q&A or do you want the hat? You got to decide quickly.
If we chose the hat over Q&A, what would you do? Just sit there and wear it quietly? What the fuck kind
Try
of
to build
choice
the
is that?
helmet?
That's a weird choice.
All right.
Oh, I see. Never mind. He's talking about building the hat. Okay, yeah, we talked about this. He's going to build the hat.
I got $1 tip.
He is the guy.
So
Murdered X. He is absolutely the guy. Yeah, Duty, I got to find time to work on this thing because I have an idea of what I want to do for you, and it's going to take some time. So I want to
okay.
I want to put the time in, but that's also going to mean
Build
finding
the
the
hat.
time
I can
where
try to
can
build the
find
hat, but
it,
I don't think we're
so
gonna finish it. If we start,
I
don't think we're gonna
appreciate
finish it. Here, I'll take it out and
your,
show you guys. Here we go.
your willingness to work with me in that respect.
Unless we go long on the podcast, I don't think we can finish it. Here's the instructions. Okay. What's going on, Jade? This is gonna watch some One Piece. Go ahead, enjoy.
Go ahead. I give
at
you
this.
permission. Lord
Bunch of
Pigroach gives you
screws,
permission to watch
washers,
your
and a little
favorite anime.
screwdriver.
Just don't look at the titties. Don't.
There's the drink tube.
Yeah, let's not forget about the importance
Here's
of
all the
Piece of
plastic
Peace in
accessories that
in
you
this
attach with
whole
screws.
network of insanity. Piece of Peace, actually, I dare say Piece of Peace might be the backbone of this community, in my opinion, because he provides
hat.
the
The helmet, I guess.
the concrete proof that we all get to hang
With the valve that you
our
put
hats
onto
on,
the tube.
all of our arguments.
Uh,
So yes, Piece of Peace and his spreadsheet are just vital in so many ways. OIC,
Doesn't
for
look like a
lack
football
of a deeper
Because it doesn't have
description
any
right
on it.
now,
I have to attach it with the
OIC
name.
is just a very noted pay pig who spent an extended period of time giving Phil, I want to
Step
say
one, attach the
10,
two
is
beer
it tens
holders
of
on the sides of the helmet,
thousands?
snap into place and secure
Right.
with stud snap. There's nothing to snap. Like,
And then
Here's the beer
he
holders,
kind of
okay?
became a meme in
They're
and of
basically
himself.
completely
My
identical.
personal
There's
favorite
nothing
was when
different. From them, they look exactly
LSB,
the same.
Lightside Bill,
Beer
was,
holders.
and big
Yeah,
ups to
there's no
him,
difference
William
between
the Alchemist,
And
was
it says snap
had
into
his
place.
sort of jihad against
literally nothing to
against
snap.
OIC,
Like,
claiming that he would never be
all you
mod,
do
which he eventually did become mod
is
because he paid his way in, and that was the
take
whole joke in the first place, was that if he was going to do it, he was going to have to
the
buy his way
screw.
in. But if you really want kind of the
And you put the
the
beer
lowdown
holders.
in the shortest form I can imagine on OIC, you should actually watch the interview he did with Agent Proper, because it was absolutely
And you
fucking
just
Looney
screw it
Tunes.
in.
Listen
Like,
to this
there's
guy
nothing- it's just
talk
snap
about
into
giving
place.
Phil
There's
tens
no
of
one-
thousands
there's
of his
nothing to
dollars
snap.
like it was the
Smooth.
most normal thing
So the instructions
in the
don't
world
make
to
sense
do.
'cause there's nothing to snap at all.
And it just he didn't care. It was just fun money. Whatever.
Let me see here.
He doesn't understand why everyone thought it was so weird. Oh yes, and then there is the reality that he probably still has quite a few
that's a
sock
small
accounts to
screwdriver.
remain active, giving Phil money. That is also
Very small.
a very likely scenario. It's sort of a joke, but I
you
still
got
sort of also believe
All the
that
screws are the
it's
same.
probably
They're all the same size. They're all tiny.
it probably
little
has
screws.
a certain nugget of truth.
And you have a screw and a washer that you put on the other side. There's the tiny washer. Can you even see it? It's insanely small. So basically, you take this, you put it on the helmet into the lineup here where you would line up the screw holes.
You know, OIC or Anonymous,
And-
who's the bigger D-Gen? I don't think it matters because
take your
Derek
screw.
holds that crown. That's kind of like
You put it through a
debating
screw
who the second and third.
And then you
Actually,
shove it through
it's
the
kind of
hole
like
here.
debating who the second, third, and fourth best players at Evo in Street Fighter 2 are. Doesn't matter because only one person won, and the rest of them should be forgotten
And then
by
you just
time.
Put the,
Full
the
stop.
washer on the other side to tighten it. I don't even know what the screwdriver's for. You're just putting screws through holes. Like, I honestly don't even know what the screwdriver's for.
You say you're just
Nor do I know
putting
how
screws
even
through
with the light
holes.
these up
What's
and
the
screw them so
screwdriver for?
small.
I don't
It's
know.
like so ridiculously tiny.
Could have something to do with
I don't
tightening
even
them
know how I'm
up,
gonna have my
with
hands
tightening
do
the screws
this.
up that you're putting through the
Like, you
holes.
need someone with tiny hands to do this because the little pieces are so small. I don't even know how to line them up properly.
Yeah, I think he thought a lot of people thought that that Bagwarts was gonna get some
Derek, I'm
traction
reading the
there,
instructions. This is all it
Curcia,
says to do.
because he
It
made
says,
some
yeah,
money. What on
just
day
take the beer
one?
cozies and attach them
He
with
always
screws.
falls
That's
for
all it
that.
says.
He always
These are the
falls
worst
for that. And then
instructions
when the
I've ever
dents
seen.
run out of money after
I
day
can't even
one, all
hold
of a
the
sudden
little, I
games
seriously
suck.
can't even hold the little washer.
You asked for
In my
this.
hand, I'm
Nobody wants to
losing
support it
grip of it.
anymore. It's your
In
fault.
fact,
It's
before I
not
even do
his.
this-
He's putting out quality content, so on and so forth, until the end
Here's
of
the
time.
screw and here's the washer. How the hell? Okay. At least now I have them in the correct direction. I have to make sure they're in the correct screwing direction, or else you'll never even get it on. Okay.
You know
So
what?
it's
If
that
I'm
way
going to
now.
get it on, I
Alright.
definitely want to be in the correct screwing direction. That's important. Thank you for pointing that out to us, Phil. I learned something.
Oh, I
today.
just dropped it. I just dropped the screw.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not supported by whales. I don't know why anyone would think that. Why would you think
okay,
that only
found
3 or 4 people bankroll his entire fucking
The screw is so
insane stream?
tiny.
I don't know why you would think that. You're
I know
a
it's not
terrible
a washer. What's
troll.
it called? A nut? It's called a nut, right?
Oh, I heard this earlier too. Talking
Essentially, you just use
yeah.
the bolt, and that would be the nut. Which is why it's hilarious to give you a screwdriver.
I said this
not
earlier
even
in
a
Jad's
screw. Why do I
stream,
have a
so I'm
screwdriver
stealing
if it's
my
not a
own
screw?
joke.
Doesn't
But he
even make sense.
really needs to stop talking so much
Yeah, it looks
about
like you
nuts
need
because
absolute
Derek could be
tiny,
here
tiny
and
hands to
Derek's
do
gonna
this.
get
Like, you
way
need
too excited.
itty
Actually,
bitty
Derek is
hands.
here. I didn't hear it. We
put
know
this thing
that.
together.
Derek is here and he's fucking talking about nuts. He's gonna
weird,
fucking drown
in my
somebody if
opinion.
he's not careful. And I mean by that exactly what you
try.
posit. I mean by that.
Do you really think my wife wants to sit around building this fucking helmet? Are you serious? You think this is what she has better things to do with her time?
Your wife only wants to sit around doing 2 things:
Really?
Skyrim
Anyway, I got the
and
first.
eating.
I got the first nut in there. I did. I got the
You got
first.
the first nut in. We
So
saw
now-
it. 2016. We saw it. We all saw it live.
I guess what I would do is try to. Oh, by the way,
Wait a
it's
second, dude.
impossible
He
to
was
use a
complaining that there
screwdriver.
was no
Take a look
where
at this.
that it
Oh,
was
this is
slow
genius.
and there was no
They
action.
want you to tighten
Am
it.
I
How do you tighten it
incorrect?
when
But
the
I
screwdriver's
believe this
taller
morning
than
at the
fucking
gym
screw-
I
the
actually
thing?
watched
Look.
a duty stream
Oh,
clip
yeah, I can really
where he
reach
talked
that.
about how it was awesome that he had
Bunch of
only
fucking
fought
idiots.
twice in the first like
That's
3,
just
5
genius
or
level
whatever
right
5
there.
hours of the
The
game. He only
screwdriver
fought
is
twice. It
way
was super
smaller than the thing
cool.
you're supposed
It
to
was
put it
great.
in.
It was totally
You can't
different
tighten
and
it.
refreshing and all the other stupid buzzwords
Genius.
that he fucking uses. And now we're here. Now the pacing is
Hey,
bad.
I got
Gotcha,
one in.
Roger. Couldn't
I
have
didn't do this
anything
one.
to
This
do
one
with
was
the
the
number
hard
that
right.
was at the bottom of the screen not being big enough. Couldn't have anything to do with that.
A worthless
Wild.
screwdriver.
Fucking
Do it
wild.
From the other side. How? How would you do it from the other side? What are you even talking about?
I always think when he says things like that, I think about when Sir Moist talked about how he just went full mask off, and I just wanted to be like, Charlie, love your content, but you got to understand this guy's mask is never on. It's
Alexandros
never
says, I think
ever
it's
on.
really a baseball helmet. I don't think it's really a helmet at all. I think it's a piece of plastic junk, you know. I really don't think they put that much thought
Oh,
into
look at
it.
that. He's cheating.
being
He's
honest
copying and pasting his drawing. He's cheating. In my world, some people frown on that, but we're not in my world. We're in the vortex, motherfucker.
Okay, here we go. This one you can tighten. That screw you can definitely tighten.
$150 to wear clothing per stream, 2 streams per day. This man is
Because
actually
that
asking for
screw
$300 per
So you can
day
tighten it. How
to
am I
wear
supposed to tighten
clothing. Let's
this
be
screw?
clear about
It's
that.
fucking covered by the plastic.
That's probably
Like,
the
that's
number
the
one,
most
the
dumb
number
thing I've
one
ever
bit
seen.
of
You have to get
bit of
more of.
information I
Doesn't
could
even
give you.
tighten that. And by the way,
He's asking for
it kinda
$3
should be
hundo
called
per
out.
day,
Take a look at this. Take a look at this beer cozy, right?
and all he's offering is clothes, and not just clothes that
How
you've
does this keep my
seen.
beer flat exactly? It's angled. This is going to be a hell of a thing. This thing is going to be pretty bad, I feel.
I personally love that this
Anyway,
that
well, let's
this
continue on the
this
other
saddled
side. Let's do both of
alcoholic,
these
as
and
he
go from there. Then we gotta
claims
put
to
the guard
be,
on the front, I think.
has now talked about how on his day off he went to the liquor store, which he had to do. His words, he had to
It's going
do.
to be a very good thing.
And he's also going on
40
about
bucks,
how
by
he's
the
going
way.
to hold his
30
beer
something
steady to
change was
drink.
tax. It was
This old, because
$40
I know
was
every
tax.
alcoholic I know,
$40 for this thing.
they talk like this all the time.
Yikes.
I mean, really, once you're recovered once, you're good for the rest of your life. You don't have to ever have to worry about that shit again. You just get to continue. You get to go back to doing whatever the fuck you want to do. That's how it works, right?
Okay, there it is. Niana says, even if it was easy to assemble, that's a ripoff. Correct. That's correct.
I don't even know what I'm doing here at this point, you guys. Piggy pissing himself just entertains me, so that's what we're doing. I don't know if this is the final drawing or not. We'll see.
Okay. That one I got on right away.
I'm just
Easy.
kind of chilling.
The top anyway.
Yeah, I know. Former alcoholic. Yep.
My fingers are going to be...
How dare I
in
take him
pain
out of
from
context?
doing
He
this.
said it, dude.
'Cause I'm basically
He explained it all,
twisting
and I'm just a
onto my
stupid
freaking
troll.
Fingers, these bolts or whatever. Okay.
Oh my God, LWO in the house. Pig fucking ups. Excellent work
Well, you
on
were
the
putting
King of the
screws in
Ring,
backwards, not according to
sir.
this.
And I'll say it every time I see
Actually, the
you.
instructions don't say anything about any direction whatsoever. They don't even call
Doo
one
Doos
out.
is a masterpiece.
They don't. They
I'll
don't
sing.
call
I'll sing the
any direction at
praises
all.
of Doo Doos for the rest of my life. Fucking love that song.
What you're
I
saying
listen
makes
to it
no
way
sense
too
because
often.
this screw has to go in this way to hold it into the plastic properly. It has to go from the outside in. The other way, this nut wouldn't fit. So I am doing it the correct direction. It wouldn't even fit the other direction. So. Okay. Continuing on.
Yeah, I would love to. If there's one thing I could witness in Phil's life, like sort of a fly on the wall situation, I get like a wish to just witness one thing. I think it would be
A ski resort
the
helmet?
moment
No
when
picture
he
of
and
helmet.
Kat, when their relationship
I don't know
truly
anything about
breaks
ski
down.
resort.
What I mean by that is the moment
The beer
where
house uses part of the
she
hat
just
rotation.
breaks, she
Well,
can't take it
technically,
anymore,
it
and
looks
she
like a
has to be
football helmet.
completely honest with
But
him
I think what it is, it
about,
actually
you know,
kind of
their
blocks your
situation,
vision.
why she's
You're
there.
slow
Kind of
on the
burst his
inside,
bubble,
and I
really.
think it kind of
Let him
blocks
know,
your
you know,
vision.
I had no choice. I was dicking around. I got caught. Subaru man kicked me out, and you had money.
I don't know if I want to do that.
And you had money, so I came here, and that's what this has always been
This one
for
I
me.
can tighten
The
again.
day when
If I
she
can pull
finally
the
just
two
has
screws.
to
One
admit to
really
him
exposed well enough to tighten. Okay.
why she's there.
All right, so
I would
there's the
fucking
two-
love to watch that. I would fucking die to watch that.
Aw.
To watch that unfold live in front of my fucking
There's the two beer caddy things on the
million
hand. See that? Okay,
buggy
that was step
fly
one.
eyes.
Step two is take your long tube.
What's he doing with his
Bag
long
is not a
tube?
toy. It's good to know. It wouldn't be a very fun toy. What's the logo on the back? It says, Drinks Well with Others Branded Collection. Whatever that means. Probably some company that made it. Showtime did a super chat. He says, build the hat and they will come. There you go. So we've got multiple tubes. We've got a longer tube and two shorter tubes. It says push the long tube through the hole in the top of the helmet. Attach the stopper valve.
Thank all of
the
you for
end
being
of
here,
the
by the way.
long
This is
tube.
fucking this would be painful. This would be painful alone. Absolutely painful. The more I do this, the more I understand the value, especially of
So
restreamers,
push
the people who have to
the
handle
long
this shit
tube to the
live,
top
who
of the
can't
helmet.
speed up or
Okay.
adjust or decide where they want to, you know, what they want to view and what they don't want to view.
Right. There it is. Push. Attach the stopper valve to the tube. The stopper
Thinking about having a
valve.
bunch of security cameras floating around here
this.
because I love the idea that Duty's always watching. That visual that Duty's always watching, always monitoring Phil. Again, I don't know if this is where the drawing's going to end up, how it's going to land. Duty, if
This
there's
is the
anything
stopper
you
valve.
see me doing in this, and I'll send you this proof. I'm big into that, sending sketches and proofs as I move forward. If there's anything you don't like
But
or hate or want to add, you
where
just
do I
tell
put
me.
the
I'm very
stopper
open
valve?
to collaboration, and my job is basically people with bigger paychecks than me telling me what to do and how to change shit anyway. So it's something I'm very used to.
This is so weird.
But right now I'm just having fun. I think I've very much merged into the lane, just fucking around, having fun now. Hey, who'd I miss? Oh, I can't even read that. I need to make that bigger.
Goes on the inside.
Well, thank you, new
This
subscriber,
tube
new
is gonna go down
subscriber
the
who I
back of
can't
my
read.
fucking head, I guess, or on the side of my head, and the liquid's
I
gonna
probably
come out
should
and go to
have
my
all
mouth
my
like this. Hold on.
all my
The
bullshit
liquid's
up.
gonna come out and go to my
shouldn't
mouth
I?
like this, through that.
But no
Doesn't
matter
fit
what.
the tube. The stopper valve is bigger than the tube, and cannot stop any liquid from coming through the tube. Look, the tube is wider than the valve.
Well, Ludwig, thank you for
Or
being
the-
here,
the-
brother.
the valve
It's
is wider
it's
than
good
the
to
tube.
see
There's
you.
no way you would
Keep
ever
up the
stop
good
liquid
work.
with this thing.
I always get excited when I see
It's
or
a
hear your
complete
name
waste
because I always know good
it's a
shit is
piece
on the
of
way.
shit.
And to
Yeah.
the fella who was looking for education in
It's
the
definitely a
Vortex
piece of
earlier,
shit.
spend some
There's
time
no
on
way
Ludwig's channel. Do it.
That
Go
would stop
sub, check
liquid
it
from
out.
going through it at all,
Dig
in
into
any
some
way,
shit
shape, or
because
form.
it's worthwhile.
That's complete nonsense. So that's just gonna go absolutely everywhere. That's just gonna go, literally gonna go everywhere. Wow. What I might have to do is get like a clothespin or something to instead of this stopper valve that's not gonna stop the liquid.
Oh, he's gonna add his
I have
own
to get,
shit.
like,
I
a
love when he does
clothespin
this.
or
I
something, like a
love it.
bag clip
This is
to
like
put
the
on to
this
stop
is like the
liquid from coming
wine,
through.
the wine and the sauce all
No
over
way
again, or
that's
whatever
gonna
that
go- that's
recipe
gonna
was.
work.
He
Not
looks at it
possible.
and he says, "This is what the
Anyway,
company's
let's go
provided
back
him
to
to
what we're
construct
doing.
this fucking thing," but he knows better. He knows better than these fucking idiots.
I did receive a tip. Please bear with me while I keep working on this thing. So it says now there's a T-stopper. Okay.
This is
That's
his
supposed to
content,
put
by the way.
top
This
of
is
the
his
helmet.
meaningful content that makes him not a lol cow. I just want to point that out.
That's coming out the top of the helmet.
Let's take it back.
Pull the
Let's
wall
take it
tube
back to
from inside
earlier in
to
the
the
stream
tube
when he
is
threw a
correctly
fit
inserted.
about being called a lol cow.
The
He
T
does
fitting.
more important content than a lol cow does. Don't fucking
This
call
thing
him
is
that.
gonna fucking leak everywhere.
This is it. This is meaningful shit. Just so that
Here we
he
go.
can
T
drink
fitting.
beers out of a stupid hat while he's also supposed to be a recovering alcoholic, because
T-fitting
apparently
does feel
that's
like
a
it fits
thing
the tube properly.
that recovering alcoholics do all the time.
And it went all the way in. Okay.
He only drinks on stream one time a year. Remember that? It was a big deal. He only drinks on stream one time a year at
then
Christmas, but
push
now
the
he drinks
short tubes
all the
into the
fucking
side
time.
of the T fitting.
TGX, when do I stream? Never. I actually checked. I think the last time I streamed was the day after Christmas. The reality is the personal life has been absolutely wild. And for the most part, I struggle just to do my
Okay.
my family duties and keep relevant at my job. Running a household, which, you know, I make the joke, but there's a lot of shit going on. I would love to stream more, but it just hasn't been able to
There it
happen.
is.
And
T-Monster.
I told myself when I started
T2
doing this,
Monster.
I didn't want to put out
Yeah.
videos just to put out videos, and I didn't want to stream just to stream.
Okay.
I at least wanted to
They-
make
by
sure
the
that if I
way,
was going
they
to be
can't
on here
even
doing
count.
stuff,
There's a
that
step 3, a
I'd
step
be doing
4,
something
and
that
then
would
there's
make
a
you guys
second
happy,
step
something that
4.
would be
They
entertaining.
counted for twice because they're so
Because
stupid.
just getting on, or
Place
to
the
get on
face
is
guard
like, the
piece
shit's
in
for
front
the
of the helmet and
birds,
secure
and it's
it
not
with
going to
the
do
stud
anything for anybody.
snaps.
So, while I would like to be on more, I think it's going to have to be a situation where I can be on more. So who
stud
knows?
snaps.
It just kind of depends. I will say a lot of the insanity from this year
They think that
that kind of, you know, made
for
life a
some
little
reason.
nuts
I don't understand
is
why
dying
they
down a
think
little
that
bit, and I
screaming
hope
is
it continues to, because
snapping.
I
It
would
is
love
not.
to. I
But
would
they
love to
think
fuck
it
with you
is.
guys more.
So
Personally,
now the
I've
remaining
actually really
4
taken a
screws,
lot
I
of
put
pleasure
2
out of
on the front and one
just
on
hopping
each
on
side
other
to secure
people's
this thing in
streams because
place
I don't
so
have to
it's
mess with all the shit. I can just hop on and say hi. Like the Tractor Beam's been really
Stud
cool about letting me
snaps.
come on there. I talked to Raven about hopping on with him sometime if he would
They're
ever
not stud
if he would ever
snaps, they're
stream
they're
sometime when I
bolts,
wasn't at the
Nuts
gym.
and bolts. How do you think this is a stud snap?
It's just
I don't
fun.
even know
It's
what
fun
that
to do.
means. I don't
Hanging
think
out
you do.
on TBS, hanging out with Ganja Kid and Steve the Dead doing Thus, which is another fun podcast you guys should be checking out. It's just fun. So I've kind of been taking, while shit's been going nuts, I've sort of been taking
Anyway.
solace in
They gave one extra
in
screw
in
but
hanging out
no
on other
extra
people's
nuts.
streams for a
So if
little
you
while
lose a
until I
nut,
could get
you can't build this
back
thing.
to doing
You're
my
completely
own.
boned.
Oh, thanks, Millennium. I appreciate it.
Interesting.
Drawing is the only thing I've ever been good at, and
Interesting.
you know, I would say in the grand scheme of things, I'm mid at best. But you know, it's. I'm happy. I'm happy with my skill level at this point in my life. I feel like I finally hit a point where I can draw anything. Whether it's good or not is debatable, but I can draw
Don't get
anything.
boned.
So that's,
Don't
you
get
know, it's a
boned.
good feeling.
Whatever you do, don't get boned.
Don't get boned.
Trust me.
So yeah, I feel like this. I feel like this is a pretty good start. We got Phil with his Phil pissing himself
You got
because
some
Duty's coming
quarterback.
for him with a big old
Well,
lightsaber
apparently.
fly swatter. That's awesome. I love that. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu
You only
Hakusho
get two
reference,
nuts
big
in
ups.
life. There's always room to get screwed more often. says
Got these
Sheeta.
surveillance cameras
Wow.
all around because Duty's always watching. If there's one motherfucker who's
So
always
there you go,
watching,
and
it
then-
is Duty.
So that's that, and I got to do the ones on the sides, and then once that, I could.
And I have some ideas. I have some thoughts on how to
Although, I don't
animate
know
this
how I would
thing, so I
tighten
will
it
throw that
because-
out there,
okay, I
Duty.
see.
I know you brought that up as a request. I have some thoughts to figure out some basic animation for this. I really want to
got
pursue that for you. So,
screwdriver.
like I said before, if you've got the
Don't get boned.
if
no
you've got the
nuts.
time to let me
Wow.
tinker, I will
But I like
tinker.
following instructions to build things, says Derek.
So I have actually been
When I was a
trying to
kid,
get,
you
I
know,
always talk about
I kind of enjoyed
using
it. I
sort of
always feel like they
using
were
the
never right,
vortex
like Lego instructions would
as a
always seem like
vehicle
some of the
for
things that I couldn't understand.
enhancing skills.
Once I did
For
this model
practicing
with my
stuff,
dad,
and
this
animation
Venom
is always something I wanted to
was
learn, and the
crazy
sheer
detailed.
amount I've learned
And I
about
really
basic
liked the
animation
model.
just from fucking
But even
around
then,
with
we,
fill
like,
stuff
I
is
swear there was
awesome.
separate two
So I
that
always
made
like an
sense.
opportunity to do that.
Kind of had to wing it. But we got it done.
Did he put it on? I can't even see. I've got shit in the way. I just left shit in the way because I care so
Remember, this
little
is my
about it. Nope,
last
it's not
nut.
on
If I
yet.
lose this nut, then I can't build the helmet. Okay.
On
so-
Fiverr, Millennium, I appreciate that. I'm gonna level with you, and it always makes me laugh. You know, every now and again, I get somebody to say, "Make this or make that or put this up, make a store, get on Fiverr and do commissions." Like, I appreciate the fact, like, I love
Right.
the vote of
Well-
confidence, but I got to tell you, I was on Fiverr for, I had a listing on Fiverr for a year
hurts.
and didn't get a single bite,
love that you have
and
to
I
do
was
this with your
pushing it
hands
too.
and
I was
show
on
your
fire,
hands.
like. The thing is, there's a lot of talent out there, and that's why I say,
Show your
and this is
fingers
not to be self-deprecating. I think it's just to be honest with yourself, so you know
Alright,
where you stand, so you
so-
know kind of, when you need to get better. I'm pretty mid in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of people out there on websites like Fiverr
The
that,
weird
that
thing
absolutely put me to shame.
there's a
So
zip tie.
it's tough out there, and now with AI art coming in, I mean, we're
And
eventually
nowhere
all
in
fucked.
the instructions.
So I just enjoy
Does it
doing this
explain
while
where you
people
use the
still
zip
think it's a
ties?
worthwhile skill to have before the computers just take it over. Just make no
I
mistake,
went through
that's coming.
I went through all the instructions. There's nowhere does it say where you use this zip tie. They give it to you, but it doesn't do anything apparently. You see it in the bag. There it is. See it in the bag. There's nothing in the instructions about using it. So what you're supposed to do?
Phil going in the drag, you talking about
They're like
Halloween. You got to be
that,
talking about
okay?
Halloween, about
Your straws
Karen
go
Brunell.
into the
And
top of
yes,
the
like
cans like this.
his Halloween costumes have been abysmal over the
Okay.
years, but I got to say
you
Karen
put the
Karen
helmet on
Brunell
like
was
this.
easily my most and least favorite all at the same time. Oh, look at that. Look at
Okay.
our boy.
And then you take the straws.
He should
behind
ask
your
Derek
head.
about zip ties. I bet Derek
put it
has
in
a
your
lot
mouth,
of things he
you
could
drink
teach me
like
about
this.
zip ties. I have this odd feeling that he's well versed in the operation of a zip tie.
This was not worth $40.
Clown
I feel like I
mode
might have gotten
activated.
ripped off somewhere along the process.
Oh,
of
alive
this
and well.
getting
I
this
don't give.
helmet.
I
don't know
don't give
about
up.
you guys,
I don't give up.
but I kind
This
of
is
feel like maybe
again.
this was a
I think
scam-
I
a
think there's
scam
an
of some
importance to
sort.
being
What do you
honest with
guys
yourself.
think?
That's all this is. Who is Derek?
think
Well, first
maybe
off, Derek
I've
is
been
spelled
bamboozled a little bit
Derich,
with
and
this
I
helmet.
actually believe it's technically pronounced Derish. That's all I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna make you. I'm
now
gonna
ready
make
to
you
drink.
search for the
Are you
rest of
guys
that on
ready to
your
see
own
me
because
drink
I'm not
on
doing
Saturday?
it on
Are you
stream.
excited?
Yeah, it does feel long overdue, doesn't it,
Zip
Logan
tie the
K?
tube that goes
Welcome, by the
in
way,
mouth
Logan.
into the
Good to see you.
face guard, so it doesn't
Dubmatic, if I haven't
spill.
said so. Good to see
Is
you.
that what you're supposed to do? It doesn't show that.
I don't even know what to call you. SSTVDDD.
show
I
it
want to
at
shout you
all.
out all the time and thank you for being
Like,
here,
it
but
shows it
it
going
kills
down
me
to
trying
here
to
on the box,
trying to
the
think of
bottom.
something to call you.
Yeah, there's
Stuffed.
nowhere here does it explain where you use this zip tie. It doesn't
This
show
ominous
any of the
music
words.
is making this worse. It's
Right?
making watching this even worse.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. So I have a zip tie that's worthless, doesn't do anything.
Oh, it
Right?
does stuff, buddy. It does stuff.
And like I said, there is absolutely no way this valve will do anything. The valve isn't small enough to stop like liquid flow. So what I'll need to do is either have
And look, I
something
bet
stick
Wing
in
sees the
here
benefit
to stop
in
it,
some of the
or
shit Phil is
I'm
doing.
gonna have to
If
get,
you
like,
could
my
imagine
own,
having the sort of
like a
anti-appeal
like a
that
clip,
Phil
like a bag
has,
clip. I have
but
bag clips
understanding
downstairs.
and
Like a
embracing
bag
your
clip and put it
low-cow
on there,
nature and
then I'm ready to
being
drink,
perfectly
remove the bag
comfortable
clip
with
and
just
suck.
taking the money that comes with that.
But also,
If that's
I'm wondering how
what
secure
Wings
this
is
thing
trying to do these
Will this
days,
thing leak all
good
over,
on him. Fuck
right?
it.
Could it leak all over my head? It could, I think. And now I have beer going all over my fucking
Oh, I
head.
appreciate that,
by
man.
trying to
Yeah, it's
drink
you know what I'm trying to find the
Right?
balance. I will say it's kind of because look, at the end of the day, I know we're all here to laugh at Phil. That's what this is all about.
This is
right?
very exciting.
And so
From now
being
on-
here, doing
Honestly, I
this,
think this has
laughing at
more of a
Phil,
use if I just
and
remove
focusing
the
on a
drink
drawing at the
cozies,
same time,
it's
as
just a
silly as it
football helmet.
sounds,
I can
there's
do
like
that. It looks stupid,
one level
right?
too much
Here's
for
the
me
thing,
to keep
though.
keep
So there's
focus on
foam
everything. So I struggle with
near
it.
the ears,
But I feel like
and
I'm
the
finally
foam,
starting to
I
hit a
think you're supposed
flow
to keep it
where
so that you don't
know
go too close
I
to
can
the
enjoy
walls,
this and
because
get
it hurts
work
your head, which
done,
is fine. The
and
problem
still at
is,
least
it's blocking my
somewhat
hearing.
make it
Like, I
entertaining.
legitimately can't hear as well.
Still
all I hear
working
is
on
I hear,
that.
like, echo.
You know, I
wearing
want
this thing.
to I
So
want to
if
make
I'm
sure I'm
playing a game,
entertaining for
I
you
won't
guys.
even be able to
Otherwise,
really
why
hear
are we
the
here?
game. I'll just hear,
Beautiful
like,
mess. Hello, hello. Always good to see you.
in this.
Oh, it's
$40
absolutely
for
what
this.
Review Tech does,
40
Logan. Like
bucks
he's
I
figured
paid
it
for this
out.
helmet.
He's figured it out,
$40.
and I bet I
straight?
bet Wingo looks at him
It's
too
not.
and says the
It
same
doesn't feel
thing.
like
Like,
it's on
what is it?
Right?
If he's not sitting there
Ah,
analyzing
it
what
just
Rich
scratched my
does,
forehead. I'm serious.
he's
The
crazy.
bolt
Like I
just
know
scratched
Rich is
my
a piece of
fucking
shit,
forehead
just like
when
just
the
like they
fucking
are.
thing
But I
moved.
mean,
Ow.
Rich gets the
Oh, it
bag.
just cut me. Ah, that hurt. That legit hurt.
Willy Wonka. Oh, from the Johnny Depp one. I was like, what helmet, Iroquois
Okay,
Puss? And
anyway.
I'm fucking old. I'm like Gene Wilder's my Willy
I received
Wonka.
a $4.20
Everyone wants to debate
tip
about who their Batman is. I'll debate with you all day about who Willy Wonka
Radical
is.
Jaws.
Gene
I
Wilder's
just got
my
here,
Willy
Metro Prime
Wonka.
Hype today. Can't wait to play. Enjoy your stream. I don't know if you talked about it. What's your favorite game for the Direct? I didn't really say I had a favorite game. I
Of
said,
course
you know,
you
I
didn't.
talked about each
Of course
game
you didn't.
in detail.
Yeah, in
Favorite
each
game, I
game in
don't know. Like,
detail,
Pikmin
but
is great,
we
and I
we
haven't played
fence
Pikmin in
that
so many years,
we
it hasn't
fence
been
that
good.
on trailers
So
for
I'm kinda
video
hyped
games than from the
before.
Nintendo Direct.
Obviously, everyone cares about Zelda. No one wants to pay.
Stuck that fence
Wait a minute, what
post
the hell is
right up
this?
our ass. Just fucking sat.
What the hell is that? Look at this. What is this?
Rich is on Cameo. Oh, I
isn't
bet
even
that's a
in-
fun watch.
This isn't even in the instructions. I just found this piece on the floor. Thank you, Radical Jaws, for the tip. Hold on a second here. We gotta figure out what this is.
It's got to
This
be some
literally
sort of
is not
fucking
in the
helmet adjustment
instructions.
strap.
What is this?
But you don't need it. Your fucking head fills it out just fine, Phil, with the oddly shaped head or whatever the fuck. Well, look, Rich just
this a
understands what he
guard?
is. That's all it is. He understands what he is and he embraces it, and then he makes his money.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Phil hates Nintendo until it's time to suck Nintendo's dick for something. Like it's like anything else.
What is this?
He that's probably the closest he comes to taking a stance on anything is the way he shit talks Nintendo, but then
It's for the inside.
he'll turn
I
around and
guess.
suck their
How-
dick at
where would it
the
go?
drop of a hat if he feels the need to.
What the fuck is this?
I think I'm kind of at a good
I
stopping
am
point in this
really
drawing. That's why I've
confused.
just been chilling here. I hope that's okay with everybody. Just take it in. I think we're gonna finish this up because sit here and finish up what I can handle of the stream here because I got to get going pretty soon anyway. Got to get up at 3 a.m.
Oh
for
my
the
God.
yim, so I got to get some sleep.
This goes on
The only reason I even
inside.
had the energy
Bigger
today was because I
for your
slept a
head.
ton last night and got
make
all
it fit
jacked
the
up on
actual
caffeine
size of your
before
head,
I
I
started
think.
today.
Because I think it goes like this, and it
Oh,
goes
you
on
know
the
what? I
inside,
do still
and
need to
it
do
fixes
something
these
here.
notches
Just
on
as
the
I
inside
say
of the
that.
helmet. It's a head reducer for people with small brains.
Yeah,
It
people
goes
with
inside
small
your
brains,
rectum.
Phil.
I don't think it goes inside your rectum.
Because the size of your
Pretty sure that's not
brain
true.
and the size of your skull are two different things, you fucking
It goes
idiot.
inside and adjusts the helmet if you have a small head.
Yeah. And you don't, so don't worry about it.
So yeah, what you would do is you would
You're
put
all
this on
set.
the inside like this, and it would sit on the inside.
How the fuck have you
and
never
it would
seen
give
this
you a
before?
spacer to
Like
sit
that-
on top of- I see. That makes sense. If
Did
have
you
a-
just
if you have
never
a
have
kid wearing
toys
this,
as a
you should
kid?
never wear this.
Wait, never mind. I fucking know the answer to that question because there's a whole
You know, or you have a
fucking
smaller
weird
head.
saga about
Yeah, this is
his
a
childhood
rig that would
toys.
position it, so instead of sitting on top of your head, it sits
Yeah,
on
Dayglow,
your
I'm
head,
glad you're
it
here.
sits on
It's good to
like
see you.
this
I
inside, see? And it gives you
I want to see more shit out of you. Not just rolling in on chat. I want to see more work out of you. There's a lot of
Like
people I
that.
want to see more
So
work
that's
out
what
of,
you're feeling
and I
on your
completely
head.
understand why I don't see more
Plastic
work out of
ring.
because life is more important than this shit.
As opposed to the
But I
helmet
get
actually
excited
touching
whenever
it.
I get to see work out
You
of certain
see?
people. There's so much fucking talent. If we learn nothing from the King of the Ring, or if we learned one thing, I should say, it's there's so goddamn much talent in this community. It's fucking insane. It's insane.
Let me see if I can get this to fit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Logan. Like, that was so obviously when he picked it up off the floor. It's like an adjustable,
Not really.
whatever, a strap. a strap, a space, or whatever the fuck he called it,
doesn't seem to really fit the
so that
helmet.
the helmet now becomes one size fits all. Like, how have you never fucking seen this before? Every kid's roleplay helmet ever has one of those things, ever. And I
By
don't
the
see
way, it's
how
made in
you got
China.
through life
Let's
in
make that
America
clear. Of course
without,
it's made in China, just like everything
excuse
else
me,
we
without
buy
at
in the
least
United
seeing
States is made
one
in China.
child's roleplay toy helmet. You don't have to be a parent to have seen one of those.
Best to use it so you don't scratch your head with the bolts. I mean, yeah, but it has to fit, and it doesn't seem to fit.
Oh, can you imagine the bitching he'll do if he
Trying to get
scratches
it
his
fit
precious
onto
scalp with a fucking bolt of this thing? The fucking
knobs that are
complaining he'll
inside
do.
the helmet,
I
it
can't wait
doesn't
for him to
fit
shit
them
talk
right.
the makers of this
Trying right
helmet.
now.
Fucking
Doesn't even fit them
idiots. I can't do a good Phil impression. I need Snood. I need a button to press and have Snood roll in here and just do a Phil impression whenever I need him to. Yeah, it is a dense strap. Agreed.
I'm trying to get it to fit, but it won't sit on them correctly.
Phil's voice is
That
annoying for a
pops off.
number of reasons. Could be his post-nasal drip. It could be all of the flesh that just
People say I'm
fills
putting it
up
in the wrong way. That's 'cause they're morons.
his
I don't
throat
listen to
area
dumbasses.
because he has this
I'm
weird,
not
just
listening to them
saggy
at all.
flesh in every
I'm not
part of his
stupid.
body. I'm sure internally is no different. It could just be that he is just a natural shit
People were also
heel.
saying I was
There's
screwing
just
the
so
bolts
many
wrong,
things.
which
There's
is
so many
correct.
different elements that sort of all
Okay.
come together in this just
Let's try it
crazy
now.
like conflagration
Ready?
of shit that makes him sound like that.
Oh, I have the tube on the wrong side.
Saggy chin is an
The back.
understatement, dude. I mean, like, he literally, when people say he looks like a melting candle. I mean, look at him. It actually looks like he has his skull, but gravity is pulling down so far that everything
Now,
sort of
let's try it on
below
again
his
with the
cheekbones
plastic on the
is
inside.
loosely hanging. And is kind of separated from everything it's supposed to be attached to. So he looks stretched thin on the upper half, and the lower half looks like
Well,
a
it is
bag
little
of
bit more
water is
comfortable, I
hanging
would
off
say.
of a
It
bowling
actually is a little
ball.
more comfortable with the
That's what his
plastic on
head
the
looks
inside,
like. It's
'cause now
fucked
the
up.
plastic is keeping my head away, I think, from the bolts. And now all the pressure's on that plastic ring and not on the helmet.
Yeah, dumbass.
It's
That's what
weird,
it's for.
'cause why don't
And you
the
see now,
instructions
like, I
say
get
to install
annoyed
the
when I'm
plastic
actually
ring? They
this
don't.
focused on him because I'm not drawing.
They
So I
don't-
watch
they
this and I'm
actually- it
just
doesn't
fucking
exist.
focused on him and annoyed.
So here it is. Yeah, and then I just basically need a stopper, a stopper or a clip to stop it from leaking. And I release when I want to drink. I suck.
You do suck.
I did not skip the
agree.
instructions. I read them word by word. There were 2 step 4s, and there was no step that explained the plastic ring. So the
Jesus
instructions were
Christ!
terrible.
Imagine needing instructions to put this together in the first
All
place,
right.
but then
So
complaining
this
about
coming
it after
Saturday,
the fact.
watch me try
fucking
this
idiot.
drink helmet and see how it works. I get the feeling it's going to be an atrocity. It's going to be a huge embarrassment for all of us. Okay, should be great.
Or you're just gonna get drunk on stream and be fucking you.
If you zip tie the tube to the face mask, you don't
Like,
need to
even
put
if
it
it
without
was
suction.
a literal atrocity, at least
Why
it
would
would be
I zip- how do you
entertaining. But
zip
that's
tie it?
impossible.
If I zip
That's
tie it,
impossible.
I'll never get
for
it
you.
off. What are you talking about?
Millennium Eye, it was a
You just do this, you don't need
$40
to zip tie,
toy,
look.
dude.
I just do this and then take it when I want, and then put it back like that. You see? I don't even need a zip tie. Why the valve? Look, the valve.
All right,
is-
I'm
is
dying
not good.
inside.
Here's the valve.
I'm gonna
See,
level
right?
with you. I don't think I can do this anymore.
as much as you can
I
close.
actually probably
That's the
ought to be
limit of how
ready
much
for
you can
bed in
close
about
the
the next
valve.
20 minutes.
That's not even enough to stop.
This guy is
the drink
breaking my
too.
spirit because at this point he's just talking about all the
Fuck.
stupid little just little parts that came with his dumb child's helmet that he can't figure out how to play with. That he's also going to use to drink, even though he's a recovering alcoholic, on his football stream, even though he doesn't like sports. It all makes sense. If you don't think about it, it makes perfect sense. But I think I'm going to cut it here before I lose what's left of my fucking mind. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Duty, for this project. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Who knows? Maybe I can hop on and do some more work on it in the coming days, but I'm promising nothing because I swear to you, the last couple of times I thought to myself, I'm going to hop on and stream, shit just comes up. From small little things like just being exhausted or needing to do parent stuff. There was one night I had planned on streaming and I legitimately ended up in an emergency room. Not a big deal. Everything was fine. It's just funny because it happened. So I try not to tempt fate by making any promises. But this was awesome. thanks everybody for being here. Seriously, it had been long enough. I was like, man, is anybody even going to show up and chill with me? But you guys were here. Everything was cooking. Chat was moving all night. I had plenty of stuff to bounce off of, plenty of stuff to talk about. So this was great. You guys all rule. I'm going to play you out here with some more dope-ass Power Glove, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for being here, guys.
Fuck. We put it in here.